my friend. He was my lover. Yes. He was my teacher in that he taught me and brought me to Africa. And I was the first of my lineage to return to Africa. So I will be forever indebted to Fela for introducing me to my cultural roots. When I don't see the youth representing Africa, this is the cradle of civilization. This is the cradle. And when you do not uplift yourself and you tend to empower another nation, you know, how can we ever be free? These shackles today are on our minds. They took the chains a long time ago from our hands and they put them on their mind, on our minds. And how they did that was through social and psychological engineering. Please look up Willie Lynch, the Willie Lynch letter. Do the research on American history so you can learn our story. I want to know African history. And I hope before I leave this continent and this country of Nigeria, I go to Ile-Ife, the cradle of the Yoruba civilization. It's also the place where that pot that Nostradamus, my understanding, that pot that Nostradamus looked into came from Ile-Ife. I want to go there. They call him Idi Abami. Am I saying it right? Abami Eda. Abami Eda. Well, I'm Lady Abami Eda. Yes, and the title of that song, one of the songs that I'll be performing, besides my original hit with Fela, Upside Down, which things haven't changed, would be Dear World. Dear World, it's gotta stop. And maybe even Fela. I wrote a song entitled Fela. Not only that, I have a book coming out too. The publishers are giving me a hard time about my book. There's so much information.
And a very good afternoon and welcome again to another awareness, another conversation. My name is Olayomi Koiki, the 11th of 11th, a very, very strong date. 11th of 11th, 2020. The time is exactly 12:27 p.m. in London, and I'm aware that the time in Nigeria will be 1 hour ahead of the time. A very good afternoon and welcome again if you've just joined us. Most time people say you don't tell people to share the page. It is up to individual to share. I am doing my own bit. It is up to every one of us to do the best option so that this campaign of our self-determination, where we really want to come out of Nigeria, only if you don't want to come out of Nigeria. I want to come out of Nigeria, but I still want to be in a nation where we respect each other, religion, freedom of movement, freedom of whatever can make life meaningful to the people. So many times people say, why do you focus and do this? You are still young, very vibrant, you are well intelligent. Why not just concentrate on what you were doing? I said no. Because what belongs to us has been stolen for a very long time, and it is time now we take it back. And I'm not talking about the take it back that you've heard that. I'm talking about a real message to enlighten and waken up the spirit. So many people's spirit are down. Yes, you're going to be hearing a lot of the voice today. They are one with me. We're going to keep them as much, but I'm sure, I've got some goodies next to me. All right, go and sit down. So once again, a very good afternoon. I welcome you to the program. You will learn. We will disagree. You will have opportunity to interact. I will read some of the comments. People say, don't focus on the comment. just concentrate. No, this is an interactive platform. And this, yeah, bring it, go and bring your plate. And this is on a platform where we engage. I'm not just someone that sit down here and I don't want to concentrate on what you are all typing and what you are saying. That is why we open the phone line. Hey, move. Move from there. Thank you. So when people say, don't read the comment, I say, no. Let me read the comment. Even if we disagree with those that comment. Even sometimes people that phone, we might disagree with them. But one thing we know is that Nigeria is not going to work. Regardless of whatever anyone says. It is not going to work, and it is not designed to work. It is only for those that really think that Nigeria will work. But before we go further, you know the right thing we do. We play our anthem. I'm sure a lot of you know the anthem. Oh, I'm sure some of you don't even know it. But if I tell you to recite the British anthem, God bless the Queen, you are so quick, very quick, to recite it because you appreciate that passport. Why not think of where we can appreciate a Yoruba nation passport? No more. After this. No more after this. Yeah, no more. It's finished. It's finished now. Go and sit down. So if you think that a Yoruba nation will give you the same kind of passport like the American passport, like the British passport, the Canadian passport, the French, the German, then you should be able to know the anthem. At least for now. Let's hear the anthem again. Once again, a very good afternoon to every one of you. Okay, let's get the anthem up. I think that is not the anthem. Once again, good afternoon. Some people waking up, good morning. Those of you in Canada, in America, I say good evening to those in Japan, in New Zealand, in Australia, also in Malaysia, different time zone around the world. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. But do we appreciate it? If some people are saying maybe we should just go for federalism, Nigeria should go for federalism. Nigeria should go for another election. You don't know what I'm looking at. Ọmọ yín ló ń pa mí lẹ́rìn níbí báyìí. Hey. All right, let me come and help you. Let's get the prayer in. Let's see if anybody wants to give us a prayer in our own Christian Muslim tradition. And you understand, some of you will say, Christian was brought to us. That's okay. Just leave that. Your focus should be pé a fẹ́ kúrò nínú Nigeria. Ṣorí tó bá ń dì yẹn mú, let me explain this while I'm waiting for anyone that will lead us in prayer. Ṣẹ́rí tá bá ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mú pé ẹ̀sìn tó gbé wá fún wa, ẹ̀sìn tó gbé wá fún wa, kò ní jẹ́ ká lè fókọ́sì ibi tá a fẹ́ lọ gangan. You cannot change that. You cannot stop people from being Christian. Kò possible. The same way Christian cannot stop anybody from being a traditionalist person. The same way Christian cannot stop Muslim. But do you know that Nigeria of today has stopped everything? Do you know that the Nigeria of today have literally stopped you from practicing that same religion that some of you now are using as an eye mark to say, oh, ẹ̀sìn yẹn. No, let's leave that. What we are talking about is, I have told you continuously on this say, Òyìnbó mi ò dẹ̀ believe in all those nonsense. According to them, nonsense ni, as long as they have a better life, they want to go to school. While I'm waiting for the prayer, let me show you why we are telling you, those in Nigeria, that Nigeria is not designed to work. I'm going to open something from my email. So I'm going to change my scene in a minute, and I want you to follow me. This is why we say we need a system that is working. It's not the kind of system that you know now. We're going to come back to these. Oh, what has happened there? Just give me a second. You know, with the technology, we are not in analog. Your country is in analog, but I was in analog. We are already using digital. And any press of a button, things will change. Just keep an eye on these. We're going to come back to it. Yoruba tell Buhari, return Nigeria to true federalism. Really? But it seems now that the message is getting in. We come back on that. What happened? Let us go to my email. I received this from the government here in UK. And I can see, I want to make sure that because that you are also following me. A very good afternoon to everybody on the platform. I can see everybody, even if I've not mentioned your name. I can see every one of us. And I say a very good afternoon. Okay, I'm not sure if the last caller that called wanted to pray, but my phone is always on silent, and you can imagine why, with the thousands of calls we receive every day. I'll put it back on, but I will still allow anyone that wants to pray. So I'm going into my email. Don't worry, I'm not going to sign it because it's already template. Now, this is my email. All right, let's go into the prayer because that is very, very important. I'll come back to my email. Let's go into the prayer first. Mímọ́, mímọ́, mímọ́.
Fún oore ọ̀fẹ́ tá a ní, fún ògo rẹ nínú ayé orí kọ̀ọ̀kan wa, pàápàá jùlọ gbogbo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ nílé lóko, a gbé yín ga olú ọ̀run nítorí ẹ sọ wípé ẹni ká jẹ́ kọ́pẹ́ wa kó máa pọ̀ ju ìbéèrè wa lọ. Ẹni nínú ọpẹ́, ohun gbogbo ohun dáradára yóò jẹyọ nínú ọpẹ́. Nítorí náà làwa ṣe ń dúpẹ́ ní wákàtí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wípé àwa láyé àwa láàyè ó kà wá kún. Olúwa wa gbọ́ ọpẹ́ wa, àdàbàwọ̀ ẹgbàá yìí wa, àwa yóò máa lọ ní wákàtí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí láti máa bá ètò náà lọ. A fi ìtì ṣe àkọ́tún ètò náà lé ọ lọ́wọ́. Bàbá wa Kóìkì Ọláyọmí Kóìkì lé ọ lọ́wọ́. Olúwa lọ́wọ́ alágbára, a fi wọ́n lé ọ lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ rẹ jẹ́ kó wà lórí wọn, Olúwa. Ọlọ́run ìyanu, Ọlọ́run lórí ọ̀fẹ́. Ó sọ, ó ní àwa kì yóò kú ikú kíkọ bí kò ṣe yíyè. Ọmọ rẹ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì kì yóò kú ikú kíkọ bí kò ṣe yíyè. Ó lè máa ròyìn iṣẹ́ ìyanu rẹ. Ó lè gba àwọn Yorùbá náà. Ó lè gbà á là fún wa. Bí ire ògo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó lè jẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Èyí la tọrọ la bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ọdún ọ̀run. A yìn ní lógo. A gbé yín ga nítorí pé a mọ̀
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Jésù Kristi ọmọ Ọlọ́run
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
túbọ̀ kún wa lọ́wọ́ ṣiṣẹ́
Àmín
Olúwa.
Jésù.
Mú wa délé ìlérí náà
Àmín.
láyọ̀ àtàlàfíà.
Àmín.
Jẹ́ kí ògo àti ẹwà rẹ jẹ́
Àmín.
kó búyọ nínú orí kọ̀ọ̀kan wa Olúwa.
Àmín.
Gbogbo àwọn tàkàtẹ̀rù tó ń pa wọ́n pọ̀ Olúwa níbikíbi tó ń kọ́ wà nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ní
Àmín.
nílẹ̀ Yorùbá láti ní
Àmín.
àwọn ọmọ rẹ tó ń
Àmín.
gbé iṣẹ́ náà lárugẹ. Olúwa bàbá bá wa kún wọn lọ́wọ́ ṣiṣẹ́. Àṣejù kò jẹ́ kó ṣe má jẹ́ kó ṣàṣejù Olúwa.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run ìyanu gbogbo àwọn tó lẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Yorùbá láti lẹ́sẹ̀. Olúwa lọ́run alágbára bá wa ṣèdájọ́
Àmín.
wọn bó ti tó àti bó ṣe yẹ. Jẹ́ kí
Àmín.
ògo rẹ jẹ́ kó búyọ. Jẹ́ ká
Àmín.
lè láyọ̀ ká lè máa yìn ní lógo. Ẹ
Àmín.
ṣé níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń bá wa bọ̀. Ẹ ṣé níbi tẹ́ ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ dé. Àdúpẹ́ níbi tẹ́ ẹ mú wa lọ. Jésù Olúwa àti Olùgbàlà wa.
Àmín, àmín lórúkọ Jésù. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín màmá wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí fún oúnjẹ mi. Let me say this. Mo kí gbogbo àwa tí a jọ ń ṣètò. Gbogbo alájọ ń ṣe ètò yẹn. Wọ́n ní ká jẹ́ kí ọpẹ́ wa pọ̀. Hey, you can imagine. Have you ever thought of tèmi ò bá sọ̀rọ̀? Tí gbogbo wa bá sọ̀rọ̀, gbogbo wa kọrí sójú kan. Àwa ń wò lẹ́mìí ara wa pé a mọ̀ pé nǹkan kan ò right, but nǹkan kan ò wá sí ẹ̀mí wa pé ká máa sọ̀rọ̀. Have you thought of that? Ìyẹn la ṣe máa sọ pé ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹ rẹ, ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹ rẹ. Wọ́n á ní èèjà màlá, èèjẹ kọ́kọ́rẹ́ o, ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹ rẹ. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ọpẹ́ tí à ń dú ní gbogbo ìgbà ni pé làákàyè gbogbo wa nísìnyí ó ti ṣí. Kò ń ṣe pé kò ṣí tẹ́lẹ̀, but we were already looking at pé Nigeria will be a better place. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwa kan we were thinking in that direction. We were thinking in that direction until something started to change in the last 6 months. Gbogbo náà láti ń gbọ́ táwọn Biafra fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Yoruba people na not ready. I'm sure nisin the language has been different. Ọpẹ́ ló yẹ. A ní ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹ rẹ, ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹ rẹ. Èèjà màlá, èèjẹ kọ́kọ́rẹ́ o. ni ká máa dúpẹ́ ọpẹ́ wa pọ̀. Let's come back to this email. A very good afternoon and welcome. I'm sure this is my private email. And I'm sure if you look very close, I hope you can see it. Do I need to increase the font?
Dad.
The front is okay. Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah. Okay, I'm coming.
Dad.
Where's your plate? Go and bring a plate.
No.
Yeah, take. Yeah, take. Yeah, go and sit down. You go and sit down. Yeah, go and sit down. You want magba meji? Meji le magba. Yeah, go and sit down. No. Go and sit down. Yeah, give that to me. Give it to him. Give it to brother. Yeah, the two of you go and sit down. Let's come back to my email. There's something I want us to understand, that when we say ọpẹ́ ló yẹ wá, ṣe rí bí babaláwo náà ṣe ń dúpẹ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mùsùlùmí ń dúpẹ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kìrìyó ń dúpẹ́. Ẹni tó tẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ kankan náà, ó ṣà ń dúpẹ́ pé ẹ̀mí wà. Àmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà ṣé à ń dúpẹ́ nísìnyí ṣá? Because the situation there is becoming alarming, that if care is not taken, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa parẹ́. Ìyẹn la ṣe láti máa dúpẹ́ pé it is time now that we give thanks that at least every one of us, even if we have some, look, let's not deceive ourselves. We have millions of people that believe in one Nigeria. So don't think that we are the only one that wants to break Nigeria. No. There are still millions of people, Yoruba, Igbo, all the tribes that still believe in one Nigeria. But what they cannot tell you is, every day they wake up, but one dúpẹ́ fún ìlú yẹn pé bó ṣe ṣàwọn bó ṣe rí. They cannot tell you categorically, anyone in Nigeria, that they are thankful the way Nigeria has turned them into, even though that is not how they want it to be. A very good afternoon to my beautiful sister. I won't tell you which of the platform, but she knows herself. She's not on Facebook, so that gives it a breakdown. I say good afternoon to you. Let me tell you, this is my private email, but there's something I want to bring out from there before we go into the conversation. This is where we say a government is working. A government that has the database of all its citizens and know where they need help and where help is needed. A very good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're watching. Do I say you should share? It is entirely up to individual. If you want to share, good. If you don't want to share, you don't have to. But what I can tell you is, the Creator, Eledumare, depending on how you want to call it, God, Allah, knows that a Yoruba nation will come true. But the only thing that we don't know is how soon or when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Are we going to go peacefully? Are we going to fight? Or are we just going to go without no problem? Look, some of you might not even understand that our spiritual fight that I keep talking about means that the more we connect and say, Baba God, I'm a way ìjà yìí àti lágbára. Ìwọ ni kó bá wa jà. And it will make it easy. One day, the Fulani Caliphate will just say, Wàhálà yìí Yorùbá ẹ fẹ́ pọ̀ jù, ó jẹ́ ìwà máa lọ. Let's break it up so that we can continue to be friends, and then we defend our border. And then you can receive an email like this. The email was sent this morning, and you can see there, it says HMRC, help and support. I will open it. I just want you to understand that this is the kind of message that a citizen is expecting to get every time, especially in a situation of COVID-19. Nigeria government do not even have email address, not to talk of the citizen. The government department does not even have email address. Some of them are still using Gmail and Yahoo. I'm talking about government website, government officials, because they don't know the value of those things. Let's open that email because of time constraint. It says, extension to coronavirus job retention scheme, known as CGRS. Get ready to claim. Do you understand what this means? Like I said, this is my private email. Was sent yesterday on the 10th of November at about 8:30 p.m. Stop it, the two of you. Don't do that. Let us come into the email. It says, "Dear customer," hear this very well. "Dear customer," that is me. "I am writing to let you know that the new coronavirus job retention scheme, known as the CGRS guidance, is now available on the gov.uk. Is now asking me, Olayomi Koiki, to check if you are eligible and to get ready to claim from this week. Go to the gov.uk and search for coronavirus job retention scheme. You will be able to apply for the CGRS from today, the 11th of November, and period from November 1st, you will need to submit any claim for November by 14th of December. So the government of UK does not know whether I'm a Yoruba man, does not know whether I'm a Muslim, does not know whether I'm a Christian, whether I'm a Babalado, whether I believe in any religion, whether I was born here, whether I've been here. As long as they have my details with them, they are now sending me an email to remind me, just in case I forgot, just in case this COVID has stressed me out, just in case this COVID is making me, is affecting me, that now you can apply for what they call coronavirus job retention scheme. A very good afternoon to everyone that have joined us. Let's read further. What is new in the support available? Ẹ máa gbọ́ o, torí pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, I am asking you, have your local government ever sent you an email? Not to talk of the government website or government official. I'm talking about the federal government. Have you received any email or letter from your local government chairman? So when we talk about the atrocity that they've done to you, you cannot understand it. This is why we are saying that a Yoruba nation will be able to take care of everybody. It doesn't matter whether you are Christian, Muslim, Babalawo. It doesn't matter whether you are disabled, whether you are able, whether you can work, whether you cannot work. We are ready to make sure that everybody is not left behind. That is a Yoruba nation. Let's read further. According to this, it says, CGRS, which is a coronavirus job retention scheme, has been extended. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o, has been extended. That means what is sún síwájú títí di 31st of March 2021. Or for everyone in United Kingdom from 1st of November. The UK government will guarantee 80% of employers' wages. Ẹ gbọ́n nǹkan tó ń sọ ní sẹ́ẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa sọ pé àní kí Nàìjíríà kò break lẹ́nu. Ó jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa gbàdúrà pé kí Nàìjíríà ká dájà yẹn sílẹ̀ kó break lẹ́nu so that we can be able to take care of you in the next couple of years. Let's go further into it. Why am I raising my voice? Because I am upset when people at home do not understand where we are coming from. Have your local government chairman ever written to you, not to talk of the federal government? But because you are waiting to impregnate your wife, but you go and knock on the politician door and give them, ìyàwó má ti lóyún, ó máa bímọ lọ hospital, àwa fún ẹni 10,000 naira. But a lot of you do not understand. Yeah, somebody say, God, please help us in Nigeria. This is telling me that as from today up to March 21st, 31st of March next year, as much as you can, government will pay 80% of salary of a wages for hours not work. That means for every time nobody is working, government will pay them 80% of their salary. Up to £2,500 every month. This will be reviewed again in January. You and your employee do not need to have any benefit from the scheme before to claim for period from November. Go to gov.uk for full eligibility criteria. Well, again, it will be those that have residency, because my fellow minister will calculate owó yẹn pé ọmọ owó yẹn £2,500 tí bá gbé lọ sí owó Nàìjíríà. No, it has to be those that have regularization. But what about our people? Àwọn èèyàn wa tó wá ń gbé níbí ìbàdàn tó láǹfààní kọ́. Have you thought of that as well? What about those that are living in UK? Oh, mọ̀ pé àwọn Nigerians náà pọ̀ nílùú ìtọ́ ìtì níwèé. That is why we are saying, let us work together. Let us finish Nigeria. Let us destroy Nigeria. If we use our mouth, let us destroy it. If we have to fight, let us be prepared. Let's go further into it quickly. You and your employee, I've read that. According to HMRC, intend to publish details of employers who use the scheme for claim period from December. An employee will be able to find out if their employer has claimed for under the scheme, because I know some people also want to do fraud. So the government will let your employer know that they are paying you, so your employer doesn't have to pay you anymore, because the government guarantee 80%. Can you tell me, any one of you working in Nigeria today, that the government can guarantee 80%, and those of you that are not employed by the government? There are now monthly deadline for claim. Claim for periods starting from the November must be submitted within 14 calendar days after the month they're related to, unless this falls on a weekend. The job retention bonus will no longer be paid from February 2021. An alternative retention incentive will be put in place. The launch of the job support scheme has also been postponed. But those at home do not understand that these are the reason why everybody wants to go and come and live in UK and America and Canada for all these benefits, because the government carries everybody along. Let's leave that. As I said, this is coming straight from my private email, and you can see there, direct from Jim Hara, the Chief Executive and the Permanent Secretary of the HMRC. And if I wanted to do anything, I just click on that. It takes me now straight to the government website. Is your government website working? Is your government website in Nigeria working? Stupid, nonentic people. Anati Romero. That is the reason why everybody now should be saying, let's go back to that. Let's see if I can find another one so that we are not using the same one. And now, remember, while I'm playing that, let me play that again. Remember, our people were starving until they were breaking into their houses.
Open your mouth and praise the Lord. Open your mouth and praise the Lord.
We are now praising our Lord. The same way we should now come here on a serious note. The Yoruba tell Buhari, return Nigeria to true federalism. Let's come back. Let's leave. Let us first be saying that Kabma Dupe, because if somebody like me never came up, Dara Talk Show never came up, Oshatola, tí gbogbo ọba dìde, ibo la bá máa dúpẹ́ yẹn sí nísìn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé láti ìgbà tá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nísìn, we are moving into another level. I can tell you now authoritatively, our video is now in Nigeria. Wá gbọ́ mọ́ wá sá eré kan. You know I told you. The video I sent to Nigeria, I told you I'm in Nigeria every day. Some of you expect me to see me on ground, Abi, but you don't know me and Nigeria every day. Remember, I told you about all these flash drives. It is now in Nigeria. Mo ní láti sọ state tó wà fún yín. But I can tell you, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn back end team mi. We are working around the clock. The video have arrived in Nigeria. But what we need now is just support us so that we can produce more and we can start distributing it for free. We don't have to take money from anybody. Ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́ fún wa ní owó yẹn ká fi ṣe production ẹ̀ jáde. We will do some in DVD, some. You know, imagine if I wanted to send it with DVD. Imagine. We will make some in DVD. We will make some on flash drive. Copy. Each one of these have about 20 videos, average of 4 hours. They don't need any internet. The government do not know what is coming after them. I will liberate the minds of the people. Sheri Gbogbo, I want to block the brain. By the time they start watching other videos, they'll realize that they've been living in bondage. The video has finally confirmed in Nigeria as I speak to you. But which state it is, you don't have to know. State will not mama jade, you don't have. Only jade nile Hausa, only jade nile Igbo. Ni láti mọ̀ yẹn. What you need to know now is just give us more support so that we can do volume of it and start distributing it. Ọjà ni, mọ́ṣáláṣí ni, church ni, everywhere ló máa distributed for free. I say give me 6 months. That 6 months is next month. Abibeko. The government do not know that we are about to wake the minds of the people. They don't know what is about to be unleashed on them. This is the chemical weapon. All these videos. So your family that is telling you, just now, all you need to do is just tell us where your family is. We send it down there. They will watch it. By the time they finish watching it, they will call America and tell you, leave the problem to us now. Let us fight. And all the videos, they don't need to download anything. They don't need internet. They don't need anything. Inubito wa lele. Ṣé Nigerian government tó mọ bí American seal ṣe wọ Nigeria lọ máa mọ bí lè ṣe dédé wọ Nigeria by chemical weapon. PETITION video chemical weapon ó ti wọ Nigeria by. Wàá gbọ́ wọ́n from state to state títí dé north lọ ti máa gbọ́ video yẹn. Ntí máa ṣe fún yín. Ẹ sá eré ẹ máa wò pé ibo làwọn ti lè block ẹ̀ kò ní yé yín. That is the first stage. The next stage is still in the pipeline. But this one, I can tell you now, authoritatively, that the video landed safely in Nigeria Muritala Mohammed Airport. It passed through custom. They were waiting for me. But I won't gossip. They're probably waiting for my own face at the Muritala Airport. But what they did not know is my face came in this flash drive. They are analog. They don't know who they are dealing with. Let me remind them this video before we go into what are the KBACs telling the federal government about true federalism. But we will listen to that. But let's remind them of this video. Can to play while I'm looking for that video. Can to play. Let's oh no! They don't know what is going on. While I'm looking for that video.
Imagine
discourse.
Stirring all over the world. They are
don't
the
know
young
what's
people
coming for them.
whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
When they were waiting for me, let me change my scene. When they were waiting for me at Muritala Mohammed Airport, but what they did not understand is I was coming in a flash drive. When they put all their DSS, their security, but what they did not understand is it was coming in like this. Koikimedia was driving from London, and it got to Nigeria. Auto clear. Go. Koiki Lanwa. No, you are not Koiki. No, what if you want a picture of me in Nigeria? But what they did not tell them is there was a weapon coming, which is my videos. Egbo, Esari, my liberate àwọn èèyàn. Tó bá rí politician gan máa sá eré. Tó bá rí politician ló máa sáré. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó wà nínú àwọn content video yìí. Oh my lord! Mọ tó ń bọ̀ fún yín. They were waiting at the airport, but what they did not understand is I was already inside Nigeria. It has gone into Nigeria. Now, the next stage is it's going to travel around the whole 36 states. It will travel around the whole 36 states. The whole 36 states will start receiving a new Nollywood movie of how we want to break Nigeria. They thought it was going to be like a weapon. No. The weapon is here already. The videos are here already in Nigeria. And we are going into the next stage of it. The next stage, you don't have to know. But you will know when they start calling you from your village and say, hey, Ikechukwu, we don't see this boy, this crazy boy waiting for London. This boy don't liberate us. Wọ́n máa pè yín, àwọn family yẹn máa pè yín láti Nàìjíríà, wọ́n máa pè yín láti Ìjẹ̀bú, wọ́n máa pè yín láti Oǹdó, láti Èkìtì, láti Kwara, láti Anambra, láti Zamfara, láti Kaduna. Pé ṣé ti gbọ́ Koiki Media lẹ́wọ̀n tá? Ibo ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ Koiki Media? Mo ti rí fídíò Koiki Media. Ó ń bọ̀. Àwòrán tó ní wò tán ni, àṣẹ̀ṣí ni. I told you 6 months. 6 months with Koiki Media, I will deal with the federal government. Right from here. Right from this seat, I will deal with them because I will liberate the minds of the people against the government. Look at the Thailand protest. 3 weeks in a row, it's still running. Why? They were waiting for me in the airport. I already drove into the airport. They even gave us, preference. No, it's Koiki Media we are looking for. Any flight coming from London, it's Koiki Media they were looking for. But they forgot that Koiki Media was also inside the luggage. This is now time. We don't have any, every time now we squeeze them. Every little thing we squeeze them. With this in Nigeria now, it will liberate the minds of the people. Leave that to me now, but just give us the support to make sure we are able to produce them in large quantity. That's all we need now. That's all we need now. Let's come back to the broadcast. Continue to see the damage that they've done. That video is the damage they've done to our people. They've kept our people in abject poverty. Let me play this video somebody sent to me from Uriyomi Amzad. He does a lot of videos, but I have said, everybody can try. That is not going to solve the problem. Let me see if I can bring that video up. Very touching story all the time. Charity cannot solve the problem. Let us break Nigeria and save lives. That is what we need now. And we haven't got the time at all. Time is not on our side to end Nigeria. Because the time is fast spent already. We have been delayed for too long. And we haven't got the time anymore. We need to work as quickly as possible to end Nigeria. Once again, a very good afternoon to every one of you. Well, Tim Montombo, Irilo Makwe, Asheshe Meye Bolakpo ni. Well, mo bia dudu ni, bia funfun ni. Ori yan pe, you want to suppress our people. We will liberate our people. You're going to think you're going to suppress my people? We are going to liberate them. All right. We will liberate our people. Every one of us has a work to do. We have not got time to waste anymore. Our awareness, as I speak to you, we are moving every day. As I speak to you now, we have already moved and built from Lagos to different states. Ikotide State, Konla Roy. I won't give you those names of the states. But if you want to know further, you can call me behind. Let us watch this video.
Mo travel àbí mo lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n gbà náà. Ẹ mọ̀ wọ́jọ́.
Ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ padà wá.
Ẹ lọ. Èmi mo lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n gbà tí mo fẹ́ padà wá. Ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n báyìí. Wọ́n ní mo travel kí ni. Okay. Wọ́n làwọn ṣàánú mọ́. Ọ̀yà jẹ́ kí ìgbà tí wọ́n dáyé fẹ́lẹ́ kọ́.
Let me unmute my mic. I had to pause that beat, even though Oniko Bulesekese. My question now is this the way we want to continue? Kódà òun gan lè wò kò dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó ṣì kíní yẹn. In tó wà lára ọmọ yẹn, I don't know whatever it is. But what I know is that child has been going through that. Ní kúre gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ pé ká má jà. Pé ká má jà. They've turned all our mothers. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ kékèké. Ẹ̀sán wọn di pain. And people say we should keep quiet. We shouldn't fight. Time bomb. Ó ti dé Nigeria. I had to pause it. I wish I can blow it up. But whatever that is has been with this boy since 2017. Forget about the man doing the broadcast. I mean, Oriyomi. I know a lot of you have different perspective about it. Let's focus on the message of this young boy. Message yẹn gangan ni ká wò. This is what Nigeria has turned everyone into. 2017, whatever tó bá wà lára ọmọ yẹn, 2017 ló ti wà lára ẹ̀. Let's play that video again. Onikobo, èmi gan fẹ́ wò dáadáa, but I couldn't see it properly. I'm going to rewind it a little bit. I'm going to blow it out more.
Ọ̀yà jẹ́ kí ìgbà tí wọ́n dáyé fẹ́lẹ́ kọ́. Ẹ sá padà, ọ̀yà ti padà ti padà.
Now, I think we can see it properly. I believe we can see it properly. Let me see how it comes out on the laptop. Muted. Now, hey, no, again. Pause. You will now be able to see, and let us now take one or two calls. Plus 4475 9405079. Plus 4475. I hope my mic is on because I'm using a big full screen on the. I hope my mic is not. Okay, my mic is on. That's fine. So let's get a call in. Plus 4475. Ṣé àwọn ọba yìí ṣé wọ́n kì í rí gbogbo àwọn kìíní yìí? Àwọn ọba táwọn sọ pé a fẹ́ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. No, ṣé àwọn ò rí gbogbo eléyìí ni? Ṣé ọmọ Ìgbò lélẹ́yìí ni? Àbí ọmọ Haúsá? Ṣèbí ọmọ Yorùbá ni? Àdẹ̀ní Ọ̀yọ́ state lélẹ́yìí nísìn. A ní Aláàfin níbẹ̀. A ní oríṣiríṣi baálẹ̀ níbẹ̀. No, ṣé àwọn ò rí gbogbo eléyìí ni? And they are still telling us, àwọn sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ true, let's return to true federalism. Kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? According to the Yoruba leaders, and this was an article on The Guardian, and this was on the 9th, which was yesterday, by Sheyi Olumide. Let me read this quickly. Leaders demand equal treatment for all. Want action on the past constitutional summit. Tax government on insecurity and unemployment. Yoruba leaders yesterday told President Muhammad Buhari to urgently make practical moves to return the country to true federalism to avert resurgency of mayhem. Mayhem, mayhem, Buhari náà, that characterized the recent EndSARS protest. Wọ́n tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yorùbá nation, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Biafra, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa yẹn. Okay, that's fine. Kàtà sọ pé wọ́n tẹ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Biafra, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yorùbá nation. But wọ́n sọ pé mayhem, ṣé EndSARS ló fẹ́ dá mayhem sílẹ̀? Àbáwá táwọn sọ pé a fẹ́ lọ, kí ló dé tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn níbí báyìí? So kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ EndSARS nìkan ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ni? Oh, tumor. That is a tumor. Okay, somebody says a tumor. Okay. So definitely into ṣọmọ yẹn, into ó ń grow lára ẹni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Láti 2017, we come back to that. But let's focus on this. They say, let's go back. Where is it again? True federalism to avert resurgency of the mayhem that characterized the recent. So that means the Yoruba leaders, àwọn ọba yẹn sọ pé àwọn ò tí create violence, so they don't have to talk about it. So táwọn náà bá ti create violence, the answer, maybe then àwọn náà tún ṣe meeting ní wọ́n ti sọ fún Buhari pé ó náà pé true federalism yẹn tó bá ti work. Àwa tí a fẹ́ kúrò nílẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire, they are talking about EndSARS. So gbogbo ariwo táwọn ń pa látijọ́ ẹ̀, àwọn ọba yẹn ò gbọ́ rárá nìyẹn àbí? So they cannot put that in their communique. Protest and save the nation from disintegration. So ṣé EndSARS ló fẹ́ disintegrate in Nigeria? Ṣé rí pé we have a task ahead of us. Plus 4475 9405079. Let's go back into it. At the meeting that was held in Lagos, no, don't do that. In Lagos, at the instance of the President Buhari over the protest that started in Lagos. So what about our own protest that took place on the 1st of October? So all these royal fathers do not talk about that. Is that what they are saying? So they can talk about EndSARS. Ṣé EndSARS nìkan ni àwọn tó protest ní Nàìjíríà ni? Àwa tá protest all over the world àti ní Nàìjíríà nǹkan. So àwa yẹn nísìn òmùgọ̀là wa. Ìyẹn wọ́n ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn. So they are focusing on the EndSARS protest. At the meeting held in Lagos at the instance of President Buhari over the protest that started in Lagos and spread to other countries, other parts of the country, the Yoruba leaders also suggested ways the country can overcome some of the current challenges threatening its corporate existence. These are all the traditional rulers tó wà níbẹ̀. So kí ni àkọ́kọ́ máa sọ nísìnyí pé ọba kan sí níbẹ̀ o, gbogbo àwọn ọba tó ń wà níbẹ̀ lélẹ̀. The traditional rulers who attended the meeting include the Ooni of Ife, Ọba Editon Ogunwusi Ọ̀jájá II, Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, Ọba Lamidi Adéyẹmí, Olúgbó of Igboland, Ọba Frederick Akinrutan, Ọba of Lagos, Riliwanu Akiolu, Olú of Ìlaró, Ọba Kẹ́hìndé Olúgbẹ̀nlá, and Alẹ́wẹ̀ of Ìlàwẹ̀ Èkìtì, Ọba Adébánjí Àlàbí, Also in attendance were the minister and governors from the Southwest Zone. My question to them now is, so is it the NSAS alone that is talking about this protest? We started the protest on the 1st of October, and that protest was around the globe, but yet in their meeting now, they are focused because we have not created violence. That is why. Because we have not created violence. So as far as they're concerned, we don't have anything, but they don't have anything to offer us. Let's hear from some of you. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn tí kó má dàbí pé Koikimedia nìkan ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn tó ń kọ́ lò wá náà. Àárọ̀ lẹ́yìn wà bọ́ sanlé àwa wà níbí ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Yeah, bring it. Bring the cup. Bring it, let me do it for you. Àmín. Okay. So language táwọn ọba náà understand sí pé táwa náà bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fa wàhálà ní Nàìjíríà àwọn ọba náà sọ̀rọ̀ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Okay. Ọ̀dà. Okay. 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 All right. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. All right. Okay. The wrong timing. What? Sort it out. No, I'm already broadcast. Oh, where are you listening? Okay, please. Let's go back into the conversation. Let's go to Malaysia where we have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
About that's it or no? Hold on. Torí ọba ń sọ nísìnyí pé NSAS protest ìyẹn ló focus wọn, so àwa tá ṣe rally tó wà peaceful ìyẹn ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú communication wọn yìí nísìn àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Okay.
Nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ fún wa nìyẹn pé kò tí ì rìn wá, tó bá rìn wá tó já wa jẹ à ń sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa sókè.
So àìtí sọ̀rọ̀ sókè dáadáa.
The next protest a máa ṣe nísìnyí.
Ẹ mute the background yẹn bàbá, ẹ mute the background yẹn jọ.
Sorry mo rò bó ti kú ni. So the next protest a máa ṣe nísìnyí.
Máa kó dà sórí laptop mi.
À ń láti plan ẹ̀ dáadáa ni, a máa jáde tán ni.
Okay.
À ń láti jáde tán ni.
Okay.
So à ń láti rẹ́dì pé àwọn ọmọ pọ̀ tí wà ń ta o. Wọ́n fẹ́ yìn wá o.
Okay.
Báwa gan ṣe fẹ́ pa wọ́n ni àwọn náà máa jáde tán fún.
Okay.
Tàbá dá gbogbo ẹ̀rú táwọn náà dá gbogbo ẹ̀rú. Tọ́ba gan ò rí ibi tí ò ráyè gbé filẹ̀ jáde tí ò ráyè gbá díẹ̀ jáde láàfin àtọ̀pá àṣẹ.
Okay.
Tọ́ba máa jókòó padà, tọ́ba máa tún ìjókòó. Wọ́n á jókòó yìí pé ẹ̀pín Yorùbá àwa ń lọ ní àwọn restructure mọ́ o. Nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ gangan nìyẹn. Wèrè la fi ń wo wèrè. Wọ́n ti ṣe wá dé ẹrú, wọ́n ti ṣe wá bàṣàbàṣà over 50 years. Àtúwájáde ní rọ́wọ́rọ́wọ́rọ́wọ́ ní almost 100 and something countries tí a ti jáde láti protest pé àfẹ́ nǹkan báyìí. Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ rè Yorùbá fẹ́ dá dúró ni. So àwọn nísìnyí restructure yẹn gbà tọ́jú mọ́tò tọ́jú ilé tọ́sù police station. Restructure yẹn ló dùn wọn lọ́kàn, ìyẹn ló mú wọn lọ́kàn láti ṣe. Ilé tó wà lẹ̀ gan-an tọ́ba aládé gbé jáde ni. Nígbà tá a bá máa kéde next one. A máa jáde tán ni nǹkan tá a bá ṣe fún ogun mọ́tò. So wọ́n á lè jẹ́ ká kúrò nínú oko ẹrú tá a wà.
Okay, no problem.
Ẹ kú ètò Mr. Koiki, ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò jù báyẹn lọ, Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe àwọn alálẹ̀ ilé odò àwọn á dúró tì wá.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Let's get more calls. Plus 447594050979. Do you agree with the last two callers that our own protest that was peaceful was the reason why all the KBAC did not talk about it, and that is why the NSAS one, that maybe because the military came out, some people got killed, and that is why they are now saying that the country, even though they did talk about disintegration was mentioned in that report. Let me go back into that report again. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. Let's go back into it again. We have another caller from Oshodi. Ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá wa. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Àwa nìyẹn.
kejì la máa ṣe lórí ètò yìí o.
Àmín.
Ẹ jọ ọ̀rọ̀ tí fídíò tẹ̀ fi hàn lórí títí ọmọ
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
kékeré tí wọ́n
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
gbé wá sórí àṣà àti ọláyé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé rí challenges kan nínú billions of
I know.
ayé Nàìjíríà ni.
I know. Yeah.
Ẹyọ kan ìyá ti tèmi tó bí mi tó dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé mi lórí UCH mẹ́rin ló kú sí ní 2018 April 29 ìyá tó bí mi. Nǹkan tó lọ ṣe test tó yẹ kó di èdè within 24 hours maximum. Ó lọ ọjọ́ mẹ́rin ọjọ́ kẹrin tó kú wọ́n tó gbé test jáde. Tẹ bá rí bó ṣe ń tẹ́kì àwọn aláìsàn àwọn tó wà ní emergency bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó gbé wọn sí bí ìgbà tó bá fẹ́ tó bá jẹ báyìí tó máa ja páàkì àwọn èèyàn sínú rúùmù pọ̀ kò sí ventilation kò sí ìkọ̀kọ̀ ẹni tí ó bá ti fẹ́ kú gan ó bá ti kú yẹ ọ̀dọ̀dà tí kò ní tọ̀ wá. Tẹ bá dé general 2 ní Kẹjà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa ní Kẹjà àwọn ọmọ tuntun tó ṣẹ̀ wọ́n máa bí wọ́n ṣe ń bí àwọn ọmọ wọ́n máa tò wọ́n sílẹ̀ nílẹ̀ báyìí nígbà tó bá tó kírètì yìí sílẹ̀ nílẹ̀ á bí dẹ́ ìgbà wọn. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó sì kú kọ́. Ṣé ìyẹn lẹ́sẹ̀ rí ni kí pé ọmọ kú báyìí kí èèyàn kú nìsín kọ́ ló fẹ́ lọ ṣe autopsy fún kọ́ yọ̀ ọ̀kan lára ẹ̀ ṣé ìyẹn la fẹ́ sọ ni. Àbókù tán máa gbé lọ sí mọ́ṣárì police. Peter Ọláyọmí ibi tá a wà inú ibojì òjijì kú. Tẹ bá gbọ́ ibojì òjijì kú ní ibi tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà. Òkú lọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó ń rìn. Mo ti mọ̀ kó tó jẹ́ káwa yìí sọ pé àwa àyà ṣe tó láti da orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà níta ṣe dúró ni. Torí a ti rí pé àgbà náà níbi àwọn tọ́lọ̀ fún lórí ọ̀fẹ́ dà sí mọ́ra orí ọ̀fẹ́ lọ́nà fún wa. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èrò tí ọ̀rọ̀ pé a fẹ́ gba orílẹ̀-èdè tó ń pariwo Nàìjíríà tó ń pariwo Nàìjíríà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò yé wọn ní torí wọn ìyá náà àlàyé ṣẹlẹ̀ ní tó bá wà láyé ló máa mọra ẹ̀. Sẹ́ni tẹ́bí ti pàṣẹ pé ní ìran kìíní sí ìran kejì ìran kẹta wọn ò ṣe rere rí tí òun ló fẹ́ mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń pè ní ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ènìyàn. Ṣùgbọ́n náà dá ẹ̀mí ó gẹ́gẹ́ ẹ̀mí tí mo nǹkan tó ń pè ní ọmọ ènìyàn ní ṣe ń jà lọ́tọ̀ ọmọ ènìyàn. Nǹkan tẹ́mi kò máa sọ fáwọn èèyàn wá ní pé kò sí èèyàn tí Ọlọ́run ò lè gbàlà kò dé sí àkókò tó ń pẹ́ jù fún èèyàn láti ṣe àtúnṣe. Àtúnṣe sì ó wà fún wa. Irú fọ́nrán tẹ́ ẹ ṣe tó délé nìsín ẹ̀rọ fọ́ọ̀rọ̀ ni a ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn last time dídà tí ní sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti dé ẹ̀fún tèmi ṣọwọ́ sí mi.
No problem.
Contribution tí bá máa ṣe tí bá máa ṣe wọ́n bá ti bá lè ṣe send message sí
No problem.
báyìí
All right.
tí máa ṣe tèmi.
All right then. Torí àsìkò.
Mo ti mọ̀ pé àyẹ̀mọ́ mi lè
All right. Ẹ ṣé
ẹlẹ́dàá
gan.
mi mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó ń bá mi rìn.
Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ojú òde tì mí.
Àmín. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ìjà ìbò délẹ̀ lẹ́yìn mo ti rẹ́dì.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Because
Ẹ má bínú bàbá wa Solomon torí àsìkò. Let's go straight to more few callers quickly. Hello, ẹni tó wà lórí line. Ẹ ti wọlé, ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, ẹ ti wà lórí line. Hello. All right. The line is very bad. We can't hear you. We're looking at still talking about a Yoruba nation awareness. Like I did talked about it. The memory stick is in Nigeria. Distribution will start very soon. Let's go straight. Hello.
hello.
All right, your line is not very clear. Go ahead. I need to know whether the line is working or not. You're not talking. You need to keep talking. Hello, go ahead. I can hear you. Okay, but line here, all fade. I can't hear you. No, Barara. So I can't take that call again. Let's go straight to another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Baba.
Everyone's okay.
Ẹ kú ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Ní ṣàṣejì lágbára náà.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ayé ò ní mú yín.
Àmín.
Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba yẹn wọ́n ti júwe fún wa nìyẹn wọ́n sọ fún wa pé gbogbo ìdáwà ń pa.
Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, mò ń gbọ́ yín.
Gbogbo bí oko bá jìnnà ilá òkè gbó. So oko bá bá jìnnà ilé òkè kó ni wọ́n sọ wọ́n ti júwèé ń ta abẹ́ ṣe fún wa kò wá sí nǹkan tó kù fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá káwa náà ká gbáradì ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ wọ́n ti sọ fún wa àròkò ní òwe náà fi bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ òwe tó dẹ̀ fi bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ni wípé EndSARS ojú wàhálà ìyẹn làwọn gbọ́ ìyẹn làwọn mọ̀ pé ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ so títò Odùduwà náà àwa tá a jẹ́ Odùduwà tá a ṣe tán láti fẹ̀mí wálẹ̀ láti jà fún orílẹ̀-èdè bàbá wa àwa fúnra wa ló kù sí ọwọ́ káwa náà pàkìtì mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà lókè lọ́hùn inú ìgbèkùn táwọn èèyàn wà ẹ ti tú wa sílẹ̀ ẹ ti jẹ́ ká mọ ohun tó ń lọ láìpẹ́ láìpẹ́ ẹjọ́ ń tẹ́tà kẹ́ bá wa ṣe padà ní pé orúkọ àwọn ọba tí wọ́n àtẹ́ǹdì mítì yẹn ẹ bá wa tún rìpíìtì ẹ̀ kí gbogbo wa jọ fi tí gbọ́ so àá lè mọ nípa fẹ́ dojú ìjà wọn kọ.
Ok, ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbé kọ́ọ̀lù ẹlòmíì. Let's go straight to US. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa. Ẹ gbóhùn sókè ẹni tó wà lórí ìlà.
Hello, Mr. Koiki, ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ káàsán bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ kú ètò ọlọ́wọ́ àdójì. Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé àjẹ́ndà wọn ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tí wọ́n máa gbé kúrò lé. Àmọ́ tí wọ́n bá débi tí wọ́n ti fẹ́ ṣe meeting before meeting kan máa ń wà. Àwọn tó bá ti ṣe politics àbẹ́ni tó bá ti ṣe union ló máa understand. Meeting before meeting. Meeting before meeting yẹn nǹkan báyìí la fẹ́ sọ àwọn ọ̀pá àti kọ́kọ́ dáná àpò ìbẹ̀ o. Ẹ máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ irú àwọn gómìnà àti kíní kan wọ́n á ti kọ́kọ́ tẹ àwọn nǹkan kan mọ́lẹ̀ wípé ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá o báyìí ní ẹjẹ́ àsọ báyìí ní ẹjẹ́ àsọ. Èyí tí wọ́n wá sọ níta gbangba ní pépà gbé yẹn ìyẹn gbogbo kọ́ ni wọ́n fẹ́ sọ. Àmọ́ meeting before meeting ló máa sọ nǹkan tí wọ́n máa sọ níta gbangba. Solution ni wípé láì jẹ́ pé àwa kan bá wọ́nà àwa tá a wà ní gbogbo bí aṣọ́ra bíbá ìdá ìjọba bá wọ́nà ká wo abẹ́ Nàìjíríà káwa náà recruit tá a bá recruit àwọn kan tí wọ́n máa jẹ́ pé fínà tí wọ́n máa fi àwọn ọba lábẹ́lẹ̀ tàbí fi àwọn Fúlàní lábẹ́lẹ̀ tá a bá recruit ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kí ló máa jó tí wọ́n máa mọ ibi tí iná ti ń jó wọn kó máa sáré kó bá mi máa wò ó ní pé tó o bá support Yorùbá òun ò lè sọ nǹkan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ lóru mọ́jú òun ò lè jáde kẹ́rù máa bọ́ bá mi láti jáde wípé ṣé wò ní jó òun gbé ṣé wò lè yìnbọn fóun ṣé gbogbo ò lè ṣòwò tí ò bá ti túbọ̀ kàn balẹ̀ fún wọn mọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ò bá ti balẹ̀ nínú ìlú tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ò bá ti balẹ̀ lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ò bá ti balẹ̀ níbikíbi tó bá ti jáde lọ ẹ máa rí pé solution máa wà. Wọ́n ṣe bàbá ní kúrúùtù àwọn èèyàn no solution ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kí ní parọ́ fún yín. A ní láti tírẹ̀tì wọn, a ní láti pẹ̀lẹ́mẹ̀tì wọnú abẹ́ ilé wọn, a ní láti ká bá ní kúrúùtù àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí wọ́n ti máa mọ ibi tí wọ́n ti ń dó. Mo máa rí nǹkan bọ̀, eléyìí náà máa rí mo máa rí nǹkan bọ̀, eléyìí náà láì jẹ́ pé a bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kò sí solution. Òdodo lọ wọn ò rí nǹkan kan tó lé wọn rárá. Àmọ́ tí wọ́n bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí nǹkan tó lé wọn lábẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọn ò lè sọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò lè ròyìn nǹkan tó gbé ẹ̀rí mójú. Ẹ máa rí pé solution máa wà. Bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn nǹkan tí mo rí sọ ní nìyẹn lẹ́dàá gbà fún wa.
Let's take more calls. +4475 94050 Let's take more calls. So that we can continue. Ṣé kí a ní sùúrù ni àbí kí rally mi kó wá dé nísìnyí kí rally yẹn wá lé ju EndSARS lọ, because it looks like all our Kabiyesi are saying EndSARS has taken over and overshadowed a Yoruba nation. We want a Yoruba nation, but I don't think our fathers want a Yoruba nation. So they've given EndSARS more priority than a Yoruba nation. They've given more priority. That's all I can read. They've given more priority. More priority. So èyí tí ó ń dùn àwọn lọ́kàn kò dùn àwọn kábíyèsí wa ní ọkàn. So, and I hope a lot of you will remember that as well. Let me finish reading that and then we will continue with the show as we already been doing. The time now is exactly 33 minutes past 1. Okay, there's a direct call coming from Italy. I will take these 2 more calls and then we will continue with it. A very good afternoon, caller. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Àmín. Àmín. Okay.
Ọwọ́ fáṣí wò wọ́n, à ń dúró, à ń retí àfún wọn ní rẹ̀ pé dájú wa ni kò sí bàbá kankan bí kankan mọ́. Ẹni tọ́wọ́ bá kọ́kọ́ bà nínú wọn, akájẹ́ ti wọn ni. Ìmẹ́sìn tó kù nìyẹn, tọ́wọ́ bá bẹyọ̀ kan nínú wọn, ẹ máa rí pé àwọn tó kù wọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lójú ẹsẹ̀ ní kò ní choice. Ọwọ́ pé wò sí reaction ni ló jẹ́ wọ́n máa lọ sọ rárá àdá lábùjá lójú wọ́n máa sọ rárá àdá. Tá a bá take action, ọwọ́ bẹyọ̀ kan ìfọ̀rọ̀ bí òkú gan tó bá arákùnrin òkú. Àwọn yòókù wọn kọ́ akọ̀pẹ́rẹ́. Tẹ́wọ́n bá mi ìyá ìdí pọ̀ jù bàbá mi ìyá ìdí pọ̀ jù. Wọ́n pọ̀ pé lánàá mo ní ẹ̀ka nìyẹn máa ń kú. Èyí kú lẹ̀ méjì. Mi ò fẹ́ kú kò lè lóye lè bàbá ẹ̀. Kẹ́yìn òkú lẹ̀ kan náà ó sọ sí ó bẹ́tà. Ìdẹ́mẹ̀rí sí ni ẹ̀dá di.
Once again, Yoruba Obas tell Buhari return Nigeria to true federalism. I know a lot of you, we never knew what went on in Abuja, but at least now we have a message of what also took place in Lagos. For how long do we have to continue with this? Ẹjá Los America látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa ọmọ ọba ní Atlanta ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Àgbọ̀n yín wà àwa nìyẹn.
Ṣé rí ẹ̀ńsàs òbó Odùduwà nation tá à ń gbé kòkó mọ́lẹ̀ àwa fúnra ara wa la slow place ara wa down. Ṣé àwọn pípù yìí ìmáà tó sọ̀rọ̀ last ìpè tàbá mú kan tàbá tiẹ̀ bá kàkó fífà irọ́ ẹ̀ tàbá ti mú àmàpá ni because ìjà àjàtọ̀ wàhálà ló ń dálẹ̀ ìtàbá ti mú àmàpá ni bó jẹ́ ẹ̀kan bó jẹ́ méjì bó jẹ́ mẹ́ta anybody tàbá ti mú àmàpá ni tàbá fẹ́ pé ìkàkọ̀ fún táàpù àníbi sáà àfẹ́mẹ́ tó jẹ́ then táwọn kan fẹ́ correct impression kan ẹ lọ mú wọn kẹpa wọn no ìwọ ni àní agbègbè alájọ wà nínú kìíní tó sẹ́yìn ẹ lọ mú wọn kẹlọpàá wọn yẹn náà gbogbo alájọ wà nínú ẹ̀ agbọ́dọ̀ dá sí èyí àgídí kan lẹ́pẹ̀tẹ̀ fún wọn ni ìbáàjẹ́ tìfẹ́ ni ìbáàjẹ́ aláàfin anybody ọ̀rẹ́ àti mú àmàpá ni because àwọn pípù tẹ̀ rí ọ̀tá wa ni wọ́n tọ́lá bá dẹ̀ ti fọ̀ táyàn ọ̀rẹ́ kò lè pààyàn ọ̀tá wa làwọn pípù tẹ̀ rí àwọn pípù tẹ̀ ń tọ́pẹ́ àjọ yìí ọ̀tá wa ni wọ́n ẹ̀ má dẹ̀ gbàgbé àwọn pípù yìí wọ́n ní nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọba àtijọ́ lọ ní nǹkan kó wá ṣọ́ abẹ́ yẹn anybody ṣe anything fún wọn àṣegbé ni kọ́ pálásà ní gbogbo wọn ẹ má bẹ̀rù wọn a lè bẹ̀rù wọn pálásà pẹ́jẹ́ ní wọn ẹ̀ pálásà ni wọn wọn ní nǹkan kan lára wọlé tó lára ni wọn ẹ̀ máa pa wọn ní tó wọn ò kó kí ló ẹ̀sà tó kọ́ ló ti wá àwa lágbèrè wa ẹ̀sà tó kó ra àwọn ọmọdé àwa ni ìjọ kò sí aṣọ agbọ́dọ̀ discipline wọn dáadáa anybody tàbá mú ìbàjọba ní ìbàjẹ́ pọ̀ ní ìjàmbájẹ́ anybody lọ́wọ́ ìkórè kí bàbá àti nìkan ti kú dànù ọkọ̀ tó ti ṣe láyé bàbá ti mú aláàdé nìkan yẹn àkọ́ṣe àkókò máa fẹ́rẹ́ tè bàbá ti mú bí abíọ̀ ní àbí kíní kan ẹ̀rọ àwọn abẹ́ tó tọ́jú síbẹ̀ yẹn mo fi ọ̀pẹ́ kò sí síkìlù mẹ́ kò síkìlù mọ́ wàhálà ọba àjẹbọ̀dé mọ́ wàhálà tọ́jú abẹ́ mọ́ tó fún ni tó aláàtì pa wọn ni kò sí gbà ń jẹ́ discipline o ẹ̀dá máa ti mú àmàpá ni solution wa nìyẹn ó dàbọ̀.
Let's go straight to the next caller. Ẹ ṣe ní kíákíá àfẹ́lómi láyé. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti pè tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa pè yín. I'll clear the backlog of those that have called. Ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello, Mr. Quick.
Ẹ ti wọlé ẹ ṣe kíákíá.
Hello, sir.
Ẹ ti wọlé sẹ́.
Mr. Quick, ẹ dákun ọlọ́run jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ dákun ọlọ́run láti Àbújá ni. Sẹ́rí ẹ dákun ẹ mẹ́jẹ̀ máa fi àwọn ọba ọlọ́ba ṣe. Sẹ́rí bó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí mo tí ìmọ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ wa kò fọ́nà ọ̀gbọ̀n àti sọ́njọ́ yìí náà. Mo ní ẹja sí kíákíá kéèyàn ọ̀dá wa lálẹ́ kí wọ́n pè nǹkan à ń ṣe ẹ̀kan. Owó náà ṣe yìí lọ́kàn yín gbà pé kẹ́yìn mú ṣíá ni pé àti mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ mo ti ṣe ẹ̀kan. Àwọn tó máa dá wa lálẹ́ lára ẹni wọ́n ti pé àwọn aláàjì ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ gbogbo ọmọ jáde mọ́ tó bá tọ̀ àti bá yẹ wọ́n jáde síta. Àwọn bá ń gbọ́ tó bá kàn àbí kí ní ẹ̀gàn kò fún wa kán mọ́. Ẹja dá wa lálẹ́ fún mọ́ tí ó ń kálukú mọ́ nìkan lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ̀sọ pọ́ǹtì ká ẹja dá gbàdáwà dá wa lálẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ká dálẹ̀ fún ìwà láti ṣẹlẹ̀ ká bá kára wa jẹ́ àbápàdé ara lápàdà fún sẹ́yìn. Àwọn tó bá ń sọ́dún ní fẹ́ràn la kò sí àwọn olódùgbò àwọn bá wa. Òmí ìwọ́n tó bẹ̀rù ọdẹ kóòtù ọmọ ṣe ìpàdé mi rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kóòtù ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ náà tí ó yẹ tí ó ṣe. Bá ti dá wa lálẹ́ gbé ẹsẹ̀ ó kálukú ti mọ tó wá sí.
Let me clear the backlog quickly for those that have called earlier. Let me try and clear the backlog. Let's go straight. Sodom Mamawa, Florence, what is Petele? So let me clear the backlog and then we'll come back onto the program. Once again, 11/11/2020. The time is almost 2 o'clock. It's okay, Mamawa. I'm going. I do for long. I'm going. Okay. Throw that away. Yeah. No more. Yeah. Okay. Go for time. Throw that away. Okay. Check. Emma Power Lorieto. Check us later because our program by. So because we require intense so line more program time she lost so I'm only all right then, okay, because she's taking us to another intense so for now. So let me let's go straight to the next caller. Once again, a very good afternoon. Sometimes people don't know we are live, and sometimes people know we are live. So I'll take 2 more calls, but then I need to go back into the broadcast because we're not staying long today, and we've taken few calls already. Kia láti Georgia. I'm going Kia. Phone nìkan ló ṣe print out, petition ló ṣe print out.
Okay. Àwọn bàbá wa tí wọn ò bá ti sọ̀rọ̀. Bóyá ká sẹ́ẹ̀dì memo sí wọn.
Memo tán ní consent. Ṣé èèyàn kankan tí send memo láti join because ẹ bá ní consent memo. Ta ló ṣe ṣe.
Yeah. Ẹni sùúrù tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹni sùúrù. Mo fẹ́ sọ ní pé ká fún wọn ní mandate 5,000 signation.
Okay.
Tí wọn bá ti lè produce within 15 days. Ó jẹ́ wípé wọn ò wà pẹ̀lú wa.
Okay.
Ìjà gbé wọn condition. Iye tí wọn bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta ká fún wọn ní another condition. Tí wọn bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta ká fún wọn ní another condition. Within 15 days tí wọn bá ti lè produce 5,000 simulation tó mo gbọ́ pé a ní about 972 hours nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nílẹ̀ Odùduwà. 972. So wọ́n fún wa ní 5,000 simulation. Tó o bá ìwà turn up, a tún mọ̀ pé àwọn ní ká lọ face tá a máa fẹ́ ṣe protest, ká lọ sí palace wọn ká lọ protest níbẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì àwọn ṣe protest fún ìgbà yẹn. Gbogbo palace bá ti wà nílẹ̀ Odùduwà ká wọn kó báyìí gbogbo.
You hurt yourself. Remove it now. Order. Let's go to New York. We have another caller there. Baba wa ẹgbọ́n sókè. Ẹ ti wà lórí ètò. Come here. Come here. Take it off. Wọ́n rí yẹn. Wọ́n rí because wọ́n mention ẹ̀ nínú gbogbo tó sọ yìí nísìnyí wọ́n rí. Wọ́n mẹ́nu bà rárá. So that means pé iṣẹ́ táwa ń sọ fún ọ pé táwọn pariwo ariwo táwọn ensars yẹn wá pa ojú tiwa lọ́lọ́sọ yẹn nísìnyí. So gbogbo October 1st gbogbo rally tá a ṣe yẹn nísìnyí ti ensars yẹn nísìnyí ó wá ṣáájú ẹ̀ wọ́n wá nísìnyí wọ́n wá ń ṣèpàdé lórí ensars. Àwọn bá ń ṣèpàdé lórí ensars torí wá ní kẹ́ má sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ọba nísìnyí o ẹ fọba sílẹ̀ o ẹ má dá sáwọn ọba wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ náà kọ́ láti rí nísìnyí iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ náà kọ́ láti rí nísìnyí.
Afẹ́fẹ́ ti fẹ́ àti rí kùrà adìyẹ àwọn oníkà gbógun ti nísìn níwájú ilé wọn gbogbo tó ní báyìí wọn ibi àṣà eré kò ní kọ́ ní wọ́n ti kọ́ ẹ̀ lágbára náà. So àti mọ bí tá à ń lọ nísìnyí kò sí pé àyà sọ́tún yà sósì àwọn ní problem wa tí wọn náà máa sáré lọ sí Àbújá lọ sọ fún ọ pé Yorùbá nation làwọn fẹ́ bó ṣe rí kẹlẹ́ ẹni ẹ nísìnyí.
Okay.
bó ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. The question I'm asking now is, the next rally should go straight to the doorstep of all the kings around the Yoruba land. Rally ta láti ṣe nísìn, iwájú palace ọba gangan òun ni ká lọ jókòó sí. Ẹ̀ńtọ́ táàmì bá fi kókó kópa kọ́ pa wá mọ́nu bẹ̀. Ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Pẹ̀lú ẹkú ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Pẹ̀lú ẹkú ètò ẹkú iṣẹ́. Ṣé rí àwọn èyí nísìnyí bí èmi ṣe máa ń sọ. Ṣé rí that Ọọ̀ni is a useless human being. Èmi ò fi gbà kan like ẹ̀ because why? Ni wípé mo ti mọ̀ wípé ẹni yìí kì í ṣe èèyàn gidi. Ṣé rí nísìnyí nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe ní nísìnyí? Protest ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní kán kóra wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ṣe sọ lóòótọ́. Bọ́n ṣe ṣe níwájú bọ́n ṣe at least ó ti jẹ́ bọ́n ṣe ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́n ṣe ṣe ní ọ̀dọ̀ Akíolú bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe jẹ́ kán ṣe lọ́dọ̀ Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ àti Ọọ̀ni. That is why you see that Ọọ̀ni is a very useless man. Ẹni tí ò níyàwó lé tó lóhun olórí ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ kó ṣe? You can never be a responsible person. Ẹ lọ ṣe meeting, ẹ lọ ṣe pé àwọn ọ̀dọ́, pé àwọn aráàlú pé dídú ẹ̀ bá tiẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́. So these people we need to, even including Ọbásanjọ́ gbogbo wọn, we don't want them, they're not representing us. We need to stand up. Láti sọ fún àwọn pípọ̀ ìpè tó jẹ́, tó bá yẹ kó wọ́n máa bọ̀ nílé wọn nìkan bọ̀. Àti pé mo lè wá fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé Fúlàní ń jó oko wọn ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Ṣé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó wà dé àyíká yẹn? Ṣé wọn mọ bó ṣe lè máa hàn sí wọn dáhùn ní kọ̀ọ̀kan ni? Wọ́n mọ gbogbo wọ́n pèsè kí wọ́n mọ bó ṣe lè máa hàn sí wọn dáhùn ni? We need to stand up and do something. This is gbogbo àwọn àròjọ yóò ti tó gẹ́. That's what ẹ ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn.
Okay, let's go straight to, okay, we lost that call. Ezri, every time, can you see what is happening in this video? Yoruba land. Everybody is looking for something to eat. Can you see that? Sherino. Can you see that? Ready to talk about one Ready to talk about one Ready to talk about one Can you see the poverty level in this area? Hello, caller.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Mo píkì àwọn ọgbọ́n kan níbẹ̀ yẹn tí mo pè é ká document ká dẹ̀ ṣe iṣẹ́ lé lórí kíákíá. If it is possible láti kọ lẹ́tà sí the so kind obas.
Bàbá mi ṣe lọ́rọ̀ lẹ́tà yẹn by now èmi fi pé ẹ̀ka ti kọ lẹ́tà yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́tà yẹn nísìnyí a ti ń sọ nísìnyí kò ṣọ̀rọ̀ 5 months ṣé àní àwọn tó jẹ́ ṣé Koikimedia náà ni kó tún kọ lẹ́tà a ti suggest pé lẹ́tà yìí can be sent out ó yẹ ká ti kọ lẹ́tà yìí ti ń pẹ́ jù ta ló máa ẹ jẹ́ n bi nísìnyí bàbá mi ta ni kó kọ lẹ́tà ta ni kó kọ lẹ́tà.
Is it just going to be on an individual name?
Ṣèbọn máa àdírẹ́sì sí kábíyèsí kọ̀ọ̀kan ni wọ́n á dẹ̀ send it out ẹgbẹ́ by DHL àlọ́nà àti DHL bá ti confirm pé lẹ́tà ti jọ́dọ̀ tiwọn internet láti mọ̀ nìyẹn lẹ́tà yìí ti ń pẹ́ jù. Go and bring the cup.
There must be a secretariat address.
By now àwa ní pé aṣọ nísìnyí láti 6 months ìkọ́kọ́ ní wa mọ̀ pé bá ṣe lè àdírẹ́sì Ọọ̀ni lélẹ̀ bá ṣe lè àdírẹ́sì Akíolú lélẹ̀ bá ṣe lè àdírẹ́sì gbogbo àwọn ọba lélẹ̀ ó máa wà náà.
Abèrè kì í ṣìnà o.
Ó dáa.
Abèrè kì í ṣìnà o.
Ó dáa.
Because tí n bá fẹ́ kọ lẹ́tà ní ìsìn apart from pé mò ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ sí lórí láì màá kọ lẹ́tà sí Koikimedia from my own address.
Okay.
So ẹ lè mọ̀ pé àti bọ́dì ló ti wá. Do we have any address gẹ́gẹ́ bí bóyá overseas bí online address?
Ṣé àṣpé okay now ṣé ìyẹn kankan ló look okay let's get this clear because ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́tà is becoming number one as far as I'm concerned organization kankan fi kọ lẹ́tà that's what I think is happening because by now tó bá jẹ́ pé kó tó di pé gbogbo wàhálà àwọn Yorùbá World Congress yẹn ó yẹ kó ti gbé lẹ́tà kó ti send sáwọn ọba àgbọ̀ anything to say pé Yorùbá World Congress nígbà yẹn wọ́n send lẹ́tà jáde ààrẹ any evidence so now maybe individual kankan kó pọ lẹ́tà síta just like the same way tàṣẹ́ nìkan kọ lẹ́tà sọ́dọ̀ MP even ìyàn kan sì send copy reply ti MP ẹ̀ tó send sí ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ àmú lẹ́tà ẹni yẹn jáde mo kàn ní sọ orúkọ ẹ̀ ní. àní mo kàn fi ń ṣàpèjúwe níṣẹ́ torí pé àní organisation kankan nísìn for now as far as I'm concerned.
àti mọ̀ bí nǹkan ṣe ń operate ń bẹ̀ yẹn because nǹkan tí àwọn officially tí n bá kọ lẹ́tà sí kábíyèsí yes mo kọ lẹ́tà sí Aláàfin Ọ̀wọ̀ ni o where from them now on my own behalf ẹ wá o nǹkan báyìí báyìí ló ń lọ lọ́wọ́ o á dàbí ẹni pé mo wá ṣe amẹ́ fún ni but I want to really tell him or as a body pé ẹ wá o gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa tí à ń ṣe ìjàǹgbara fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá báyìí la fi tó yín létí o a dẹ̀ rí àwọn akitiyan yín ṣùgbọ́n a rí pé ìyọ̀tọ̀ níbi tá à ń kọjú sí ìgbẹ́lẹ̀ yín yá o nǹkan tá a fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣe nìyí a dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́ outcome within 7 days tí a bá ti gbọ́ then that means pé ẹni ká lọ ṣe nǹkan tó bá wù wá.
Okay. All right.
So then that's number one. Number two tí mo tún pick up ni pé one àwọn èèyàn kan bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sí àwọn èèyàn kan létí wọ́n di àwọn onífà 5,000 yẹn àwọn èèyàn kan sì ń ja wípé come 2023 PDP làwọn máa dìbò.
ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn nílé ní làákàyè wọn ti kú ní ìbọn ní fídíò tá à ń play ní sí ó dà ń pé fídíò yẹn ìnílélẹ wọn ṣe sẹ́ńdẹ̀ sí mi ni tó ń jà Ọlọ́run ló mọ̀ bí abúrẹ́dà bí àkàrà bí nǹkan kan lọ́jú sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ tí wọ́n tó ń yíra mọ́lẹ̀ báyìí àwọn àgbàlagbà àtọmọdé.
ìka máa ro mí lórí Facebook láti reply so many of them láti pé ẹ wá bí this is not where we are goalpost yẹn ti change you know but àwọn èèyàn kan ṣe ń jà sí orí 2023 yẹn.
2023 ò lè happen Nàìjíríà.
Iṣẹ́ pọ̀ láti ṣe kan fún wa láti educate àwọn èèyàn kan tó lè kí ọ̀rọ̀ lóò ebi ìwọnú kọ̀rọ̀ bí owó like you said.
Poverty one lè.
5,000 yẹn goes a long way in them. Fún wọn báyìí they will just be talking like parrots.
Okay, we'll work on that. No problem. Let me say this. I won't take calls because we need to go to the next part of the next side of the broadcast. I want to use a video from one of the I'll say a man of God that I watched yesterday. Malo video yen. I will continue to play the kilo shell now. Hey, what happened? What was? Come and take this one. If that one is, if come and take this one. Okay. If you want me to change it and put Barbie? Okay, so sit down. He's gonna sleep very soon anyway. Oh my son, listen. Okay, where's your phone? Phone. Phone. Go and bring your own phone. Your phone is on the computer there. Go and bring it. Go and bring your phone. So the video I'm going to use now, I will play that video. We will analyze the video, and then we will get calls in between, and we should be able to. That video itself is about 40 minutes. I'll see how we can manage, to go through the video. But one thing is, if anyone is telling you that that country is not going to break, it will break. But what we are doing is, we are still going through the diplomacy route. Hey, how? When the NSAS wanted to start, they did not consult any Obas. But now, Obas is commenting, is giving the federal government their view, their opinion on the NSAS. Cheripe, I was lost the diplomacy route. The diplomacy route last in shade, because when NSAS wanted to erupt, they never consulted anybody. Maybe few people were working on the ground. Not like we are shouting every day, bringing the awareness to the doorstep. Me, I'm talking, all the media houses are talking. But all of a sudden, we just started seeing big pocket of NSAS movement. And I think that is what we need. All we need is Kako erupt and Kobe Sindodrosi, Agbebe Oba, Palace Oba, Komalojo Kusibe, and then we start communicating, and then we start increasing the volume there. We don't even have to announce Ijo Olama Losi Palace Oba. No, we don't have to announce that. All of a sudden, underground láti máa ṣe yẹn wọ́n kọ̀ pull out ní oníkálukú akọ̀ lójú kò sí palace ọba ni wọ́n dúró síta bẹ̀ bóyá ọlọ́pàá máa wá pa wọ́n mọ́ wájú palace ọba àmọ́ nígbà yẹn ṣe rí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́tà sọba àti respect wọn nìyẹn but endsars táwọn ọba ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí nísìn wọ́n disrespect ọba wọ́n consult ọba kankan kó tó jáde wọ́n consult any ọba wọ́n disrespect ọba so àpọ́nlé lára ṣì ń fún gbogbo àwọn ọba yẹn ṣe rí gbogbo ìta ṣe ń sa níbí báyìí tá máa ní ẹlẹ́mìíràn ẹ má bọ ọba o ẹ fọba sílẹ̀ o àpọ́nlé ni gbogbo yẹn. What we need to do now is, and I will start that, we will start negotiating with people from underneath. I need that to announce because gbogbo àtà ń gbọ́ nísìn àwọn tá a wà níta lápọ̀jù but àwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn gangan inú ilé lọ́wọ́ mo dẹ̀ rántí about 3 months ago èèyàn kan pè mí pé àníkẹ́ lọ máa lọ sílé gbogbo àwọn baálẹ̀ yẹn ẹ kó àwọn èèyàn ẹ dúró síwájú ilé baálẹ̀ káwo tó bá fẹ́ ṣe fún yín. And you can see why they cannot even talk about our own because wọ́n ní ìyẹn ṣé ìyẹn now ọba ń sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ọ̀rọ̀ Odùduwà tá a gbé dání so ìyẹn wà lesser than endsars ní gbogbo tó wà nílẹ̀. Forget about any organization now because àwọn endsars náà wọ́n consult any organization wọ́n tẹ̀ consult any media ṣe mọ̀ káwa media la bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ sáàárín wọn la lọ ṣe broadcast dáwà náà ṣe rán àwọn èèyàn lọ sí Koiki Media remember we sent our team there ó dàbí eré nígbà yẹn they started gradually ká wá wo kí ni the end result bóyá military máa tún wá pa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn náà ni gbogbo yìí ti gbàgbé nísìn àbí àwọn tó pa náà ẹ̀bẹ̀ ti gbàgbé ká wá wo bóyá wọ́n tún máa pa àwọn ẹlòmíì nísìn because ilé ọba la ní kọ́ lọ nísìn bóyá ọba máa wá instruct because governor ń parọ́ nísìn pé òun kọ́ lòun instruct wọn kọ́ lọ pa wọ́n ní Lẹ́kì now tó bá dúró síwájú ilé ọba ẹ rántí pé wọ́n lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọọ̀ni nígbà tá a fẹ́ ṣe kí ló tẹ̀ ń ṣe nígbà yẹn ọjọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ àbí kí ló ń ṣe nílé Ifẹ̀ tí wọ́n lé wọn jáde kọ́ lé wọn níwájú ilé ọba but this time around àní kọ́ takú síbẹ̀ kọ́ takú ẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá tó bá fẹ́ lọ gbé wá kọ́lọ́pàá yẹn iwájú ilé ọba tó dúró sí yìí o ọba fi ní kọ́kọ́ clear wọn bóde pé táwọn ọmọ èèyàn bá lọ á di violent. Mo sọ fún yín pé à ń fẹ́ kínní lọ́wọ́ ó ti ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ ni. endsars tó gba consultation from anybody endsars tó gba consultation from anybody but you can see that our kings now wọ́n wá congregate wọ́n ṣe meeting wọ́n wá sọ fún federal government pé tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ta ní ká ṣe yìí lórí endsars la fẹ́ break away no ṣé lórí endsars ni àwa náà fẹ́ break away àbí pé Nàìjíríà kọ́ ni Nàìjíríà is a 419 gbogbo àwọn ọba yìí náà àwọn ọba àyà àtijọ́ yìí náà kọ́ lọ sign gbogbo treaty takora wá sí nínú ẹ̀ báyìí but now to them wọ́n ní àwọn yẹn ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ àsìkò yẹn títò Koiki Media ẹnu ẹ ti dùn jù bó ṣe ẹ ní kúure gbogbo yín a ní pé ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn wa endsars làwọn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ṣé gbogbo nǹkan ṣe náà underground náà kọ́ nìyẹn so better káwa náà increase the volume tiwa that's what we need to do that is what I believe we need to do because as we know Yorùbá World Congress kó tó di pé ó di ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà tí bàbá wa Professor Banji Akintoye wọ́n ever sọ fún wa látijọ́ tó ti ń pè wọ́n wá sórí ìjókòó káwọn tẹ̀ sọ pé a ti kọ lẹ́tà sáwọn ọba so why do we so kí ló kàn mí pé ká kọ lẹ́tà sọ́ba a ní láti kọ lẹ́tà sọ́ba kankan we don't need to consult them we don't need Yorùbá nation la fẹ́ gbà àfi tọ́ba náà bá fẹ́ ṣe tilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè kó kúkú máa bá wọn lọ ní north ká mọ̀ pé ọba Hausa ni torí pé tó bá sì sọ pé ọba Yorùbá lòun àfikọ́ ya pa àwọn ọmọ yẹn níwájú pálásì wọn wọ́n kúkú fún wọn lóúnjẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ we don't need to consult them we don't need to consult them. A very good afternoon and welcome. Let me roll that video. Once again, this video, I watched it all the way through, but let's play it. Let's learn one or two things from what the preacher was saying. You don't have to agree with everything they say. But one thing I want us to always remember is different views and different opinions do not change us from where we are going. Where we are going is we want a Yoruba nation. But we can see that we wanted to come out for a peaceful rally. Gbogbo àwọn ọba yẹn ò sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ wo threat ti federal government gbélé wa lọ́wọ́. Oh, ẹ ti gbàgbé. Ẹ mọ̀ káwọn máa ń tètè gbàgbé nǹkan. Remember how federal government unleashed all the military, especially ní Ìbàdàn. But now, ṣé orí pé wọ́n pààyàn níjọ́ yẹn? Pé wọ́n pààyàn níjọ́ yẹn. So now it's not something that bí yẹn wọ́n pààyàn níjọ́ yẹn. So we can neglect that. Àwọn ọmọ tó pààyàn ló matter. Àwọn ọmọ tó pààyàn ló matter. Let's hear this. Like I said, I will play it for 5 minutes or so. Come back out. Analyze it. Maybe in between we take calls. But I'm going to call in between here. Quick. Because I hope to bring the broadcast down at exactly 3 o'clock. Amoyiwa and Ilya as well. They are doing very well. They're happy wherever they are. I won't take calls now, so please do not call. But let us watch these videos. I've watched it myself yesterday throughout. But let's watch it together.
And he said unto him, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then shew me a sign that thou talkest with me.
I
am the least in my father's house, and I am a poor man. The Lord said, go, I will give you a backing. Brothers, youths, sisters, mighty men of valor in the nation. No, you don't go with the physical or diabolic strength. Mighty men of valor stand in the covenant of his father and stand in God's power. Mighty men stand in truth. They hold on to truth. They do not think of the selfish gain or interest. It is the love and passion for nation that overwhelms them. It is the love for the church and passion for church that overwhelms them. It is the passion for the family that overwhelms them. The passion for the city that overwhelms them. I'm a poor man. I am the least in my father's house. The Lord said, I will be with thee. Ye mighty men of the Lord, mighty women of the Lord, put the Lord God of hosts in front of you, and he shall be with you. He shall give you a battle. He shall rescue and save the father's land for you. Don't be a coward because of this. Arise and shed the light of this nation. In each family, in each locality. No. It's not a rising to fight, as thuggery, as violent men, but go and speak as men of valor in this nation.
Let me pause that. Tani Akoni. Who is Akoni? Like I said, we're just going to use, the message. Everybody is waiting for somebody before we do something. Everybody is waiting for someone. They are waiting for the directives of Koikimedia before you do something. Tani Akoni. Tani Akoni láàrin gbogbo wa. Who is truly ready for a Yoruba nation? Who among us is truly ready? Not everybody will be on ground. We all know that. Look, látayé dáyé nìyẹn. Kò sí bí ìlú kan bá ṣe fẹ́ pín tí gbogbo èèyàn máa wà nílé kò possible. It's not possible. Some of them will be at home. Kò mí pa àwọn tó wà nílé yẹn ẹ̀mí tiwa náà sí pẹ̀lú wọn. So when we sit here and people say, ṣebí wọ́n sí ní Nàìjíríà, ìyẹn ló ṣe ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tá bá wá sí Nàìjíríà náà ńkọ́? We're already all in it. Mo was in Nigeria last year. I was in Nigeria last year. We almost got lynched in Abeokuta last year when I went to cover the election. Let's hear more from this. We'll come back again as I continue to analyze the video further.
People
that have the vision for this nation, they are not in the government. Yeah, people that have passion and feelings for the nation, they are not in the government. Those who are thirsty for the joy of the nation, they are not in the government. People who can reform Nigeria, they are not even in the government sector. They are busy going about with occultic things. Yeah, they are into agreement against us.
A very good afternoon to my mom. I've just spotted her already joined the broadcast as well. I don't know how long she's been watching. Good afternoon, mother. Mofi Tawotawo no Kima Mawani, Canada. I won't mention her name. We appreciate you and we continue to appreciate every one of you. Everybody we appreciate. Let's go back to this message. The preacher continued to say something. In between that, I'm going to allow calls to come in. I know I am coming in between and coming out. But analyze it in and this was on the 23rd, just 3 days after the death of those in Lekki Tollgate. I don't know him before, but we received a lot of calls and somebody just mentioned the name and I went to check on YouTube and I said, okay, in between that, he had so many videos, but he click leluri. So many videos is on their page, but this was the one I clicked on. The question I'm asking us now is, why are we all in this problem? If Nigeria was good and not in the same covenant of the demonic blood suckers, of those that have been ruling in for the last 60 years in conjunction with their foreign partners, none of us will be sitting here today talking. And by the time we want to talk, just look, Scotland wants to come out of this country. But eventually, they are still part of the United Kingdom. But they are working to come out. Does not mean that Scotland is not a good place to be. You know what in Scotland? Benefit one in Scotland. I started the broadcast by showing you the support. Let's show you back again. Maybe some of you that join us in between. This was my email I showed you earlier on. My private email where I received from the government, and I mean the UK government, saying that there is what they call coronavirus job retention scheme. This is what we can provide for you in a new Yoruba nation. The federal government for 60 years have never even sent you an email, not to talk about a letter. So when we talk about the CGS that have been extended to March 2021, the government guaranteed 80% of your wages up to £2,500 per month. So the question I'm saying now is, coming back to what the preacher is saying, let's hear more and then we come back again.
And when there is no transformation, if we are afraid because there is no mighty man of it, we will remain under this wicked and violent government. The Israelites spent over 400 years in the exile in the land of Egypt. It's time for this nation, for the mighty men of Elohim. It's time in this nation. This nation is thirsty for the mighty men of Elohim, like of this present day youth that didn't mind if they died. They are ready to face it. They never thought of their certificate.
Last week,
A man died with the protest they did last week in Lagos. He came to Nigeria purposely to wed. He told his mother, I want to follow them. The mother said, don't go, I will go. Is it not my father's land, my nation? The way I suffer in out the country is more than this. Not up to 3 hours, he was killed. When they call
now, the question is, when a lot of you in Nigeria say, "Kí ni problem in the diaspora?" Because akoniniwa, and we can see the pain on ground. Ojú wa ò gbà mọ́. Ojú wa lè ti gbà tẹ́lẹ̀, àmọ́ nísìn ojú wa ò gbà mọ́. Everybody wanted Nigeria to work at some point, whether you say yes or no. Some know that Nigeria is not going to work. Àwọn tọ́lọ̀ ti fi rán rí. But some of us think maybe Nigeria will even work to an extent. But now, ojú wa ò gbà mọ́. Ara wa ò gbà mọ́. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa ò gbà mọ́. Gbogbo tó ń ṣe wá bíi pé kí wàhálà kò dé ká dá wàhálà sílẹ̀. Àníṣe ó níyàn kan dé. Ó wá ìyé wa ń sọ fún pé I'm sure the same way tẹ́yìn náà ṣe máa àwọn máa wo iṣẹ́ ìyá ọmọ yìí ọ̀nìmọ̀ àti àwọn family máa sọ pé ohun tó ń ṣe yìí ǹjẹ́ kò ti wà too dangerous jù. Kí ló jẹ́ dangerous? Everywhere ló ń gbóná rẹpẹtẹ. Ilé ayé gan dangerous. UK government gan sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé ẹ máa ṣọ́ra torí pé severe threat láwà. Ẹ mọ̀ tíyẹn mí ni mo lè jáde nísìnyí. Look, do you know what that means? The UK government do not know where they can attack. Ìtàn pè ní severe threat nìyẹn. The government have done everything and they are still working around the clock. Àwọn kan ṣàìsùn pé kọ́ máa attack ìlú yìí. Whereas àwọn kan náà fẹ́ attack ìlú yìí because that's why they raise the severe threat. I explained that before. But when people now say, why are you worried about Nigeria? Because I am now Akoni that believe that it is time to end that nonsense. Nǹkan kí nǹkan tó bá dẹ̀ gbà mí la máa fún. I had said it before we started this video. The NSAS did not consult anybody before they started. And they are coming on the second wave. Ìtàn gbọ́dá bẹ́lẹ̀. Tó bá jáde tán this time around. Tó bá jáde, kódà tó bá tún wá jáde, àwọn kan tún wá ń sọ nísìn fún mi pé Koiki táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ bá jáde, tí àmì bá pa wọ́n, ìtàn máa fojú àmì rí, àmì gan gbà. The problem is not about NSAS. I understand, but the problem will start from somewhere. Ẹ jẹ́ àpàdà sí nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ. Akọni, ta la kọni gan? Ta ni akọni obìnrin? Ta la kọni obìnrin? So tó bá ń sọ pé the diaspora ẹ̀yin gangan ló ń dùn jù ẹ máa sọ pé because àwa ni life wire Nàìjíríà. Owó tá à ń sẹ́ndì sílé ó ju bọ́jẹ̀tì Nàìjíríà lọ multiple ni. Tó bá ń sọ pé kí ló dé tó ń ta wá lára ẹ sọ pé àsìkò ti tó ta fẹ́ jáde kúrò nínú oko ẹrú ẹ já padà sọ́dọ̀ bàbá tó ń sọ̀rọ̀.
When I say leave him, let him die. He died for his father's land, his nation.
There's
no nation that will be delivered when men of valor must arise. This kind of what is happening in Nigeria has happened some other places in the world. Gideon arose for his nation. Esther arose for his nation. If not that Esther arose, they would have heard about the city called Jews. Goliath would have been gaining power and if David had not arose. Imagine David went to face Goliath with catapults and 5 stones.
Wow. Let's come back again. So when people don't understand that the Biafra as an example that started, even some of us criticized them. We were not happy with what they were doing. You don't have people in there. Are you in the corner? Our favorite in Nigeria. Now, our not favorite in Nigeria. Because Akoni Langono, the same Biafra that also fought every day. Biafra. And I understand some of our Yoruba people always say, oh, we don't want you to be killed like the Biafra. You always reference to that. But do you know, in the midst of everything, every time they face, the live bullet on that shit old country, because what Durope said, we will get a Biafra land with people or not. And now that we have risen up as well, it's because we believe that the injustice done on our people is just too much. Oh, if you think it's not too much, let me show you this video. I will always remind you before we go further. Let's go back into this video again. This one, let's play it again. Look at what they've done to our people. Let me rewind it. I want you to watch this clip where the woman, the baby, is telling the other man, why are you doing like that? Listen, I'm going to pause it. Now, can you see this? The woman, instead of him to allow the woman, anybody tó bá sọ pé ká má jà ní kúre. Look at the woman. Let's take this call because I said we will take calls in between it as well. I will allow a few more calls, but we must finish that video. Hello, mama wa. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ mọ̀ pa wà lórí ètò torí pé okay, mo wà lórí ètò ní ṣé ká sọ̀rọ̀ later. All right, ma. I thought somebody wanted to add. Now, let me analyze that bit. You can see pé ìyá yẹn gbọ́mọ dání. Ọkùnrin yẹn item méjì ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àmọ́ kò ń ṣàkọ́ni. Poverty ti lu gbogbo wọn lórí. They cannot think straight. Kàkà kó wò pé okay, ìyá tó tẹ̀ gbọ́mọ dání kò lè jà kó lè fi gbé nǹkan nílẹ̀. Ṣé àgbàjọ ọmọ sílẹ̀ ni a fi gbóúnjẹ? Wọ́n ti gbé méjì tẹ̀ fún lẹ́yọkan because they are all thinking the same way. This is what they've done. And let me show you this image as well quickly. While I'm going to take this caller. Hello, Babawa Amza, Egbon's okay. I'm going to show you something quickly. Egbon's okay. Moribe. Benny. Yeah. Okay. Ashedumari. 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 Okay. Did you see this picture? I saw this last night. As this Emma followable, but I said go and have a Twitter account. You need Twitter. It is very, very important. Oh, what have I done there? Let's come back. Okay, let's move back an inch. Okay. Sovereignty is not given. It is taken. I took. Let's read about this man. Ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ ń tọ́jọ́ kò yìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ka profile ẹ̀ díẹ̀. Ṣé rò pé intern sọ nísìnyí, ẹ rò pé Fúlàní máa gbélé wa lọ́wọ́ ni? No! Fulani is not, I hope my mic is not mute. Let me just double check. Okay, my mic is not mute. Fulani is not going to give you a way out. We must be ready to take it. And if we don't take it, you are not going anywhere. Go and register yourself and follow people on Twitter. This is a professor, Professor Steve Hahn. But I'm not talking about that professor. Look at the image of the guy that was sitting down. But the professor said, sovereignty, what is the meaning of that? Let's break it down. Let us educate ourselves, including myself. Meaning sovereignty. Let's get the pronunciation.
Sovereignty. Sovereignty.
Sovereignty. What is the meaning of that? Sovereignty is the full right and power of a governing body over itself without any interference, like the Fulani that has been interfering with the Yoruba land for the last 60 years. From no interference from the outsider. That is what the meaning of
sovereignty.
Let's hear it again.
Sovereignty.
What does that mean? Jurisdiction, supremacy, dominion, power, ascendance. The authority of a state to govern itself or another state. Are we governing ourselves in that shithole called Nigeria? Have we been governing ourselves? Are we not even better the way we were during the regional government? Let's educate ourselves. A very good afternoon. Let me now give you the full meaning of this word again.
Sovereignty.
It is the full right and the power of a governing body like a Yoruba nation itself without any interference from the Fulani, even from the Biafra. Let everybody have their nation. Let everybody be free from outside source like UK that continue to support them, like America, like any other country, let them deal with us as a Yoruba nation rather than Nigeria. Because if I want to go to America now, they will tell you you need a visa. But if a Yoruba nation is working, the American visa will not be necessary because America will have to come down to a Yoruba nation land and do business with us. And if I have to go there, my passport will take me there and they will not ask for a visa. Why do you think China citizens can come to UK? They don't need any flipping visa. To come as a Chinese citizen down here, why do they need a visa? Because China economy is the most superior power, the superpower in the world. Let's look at the China economy. And then you compare with the shithole Nigeria and you don't understand where we are going. China economy. Let's look into it quickly. Let's talk about China economy. China, official, the People's Republic of China, is a country in the East Asia. It is the world's most populous country with a population of 1.4 billion in 2019, covering approximately 9.6 million square kilometers. It is the world's third or the fourth largest country by area. Let's look at their gross domestic product, 13.61 trillion US dollars as of 2018. The GDP per capita, 9.7 million in 2018. GDP growth is 6.6 annual change as of 2018. GNI per capita, 18.17. And now, why do you think internet user, 54.3% the population? How many people is using internet? Why are we saying now that a memory stick has arrived in Nigeria? Because our people do not have access to internet. That is why we must then come back here to
sovereignty,
a Yoruba nation. Stand on its own. We don't have to be part of Nigeria because then we can grow our economy and then you will not need any visa to come to UK anymore in the next 30 years. You will not need any visa to go to America because then they will respect us based on our superpower economy. But right now, Nigeria is not respected. It's a shit old country. You will continue to go for visa. They will tell you, what are you going to do? You are running away, just like the rest of them. Just like PETITION ran away 22 years ago. You are also running away to Canada. Why do you think that girl has now been given asylum in Canada? I'm talking about DJ Twitch. Let's come back to this man. Who is he? Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. I love Istanbul. He was the former president of Turkey. Let's read a little bit. We go back to I just want to let you understand that until we have our own independence, you cannot do anything in Nigeria. We must have our own independence so that you will not be looking at this video in the next 30 years. These are videos that are very, very upsetting. This man could not even, give the woman to give. Money. Mute bí politician máa wá sàdúgbò kó máa dánjẹ sílẹ̀ káwọn ìyá máa ṣá wọ́n tẹ̀ respect wọn pé kọ́tẹ̀ ní kó máa gbóyè lọ bá wọn nínú ilé because they don't have the database. Let's come back to this. Who is Mustafa Kemal Atatürk? My mom loves Istanbul as well. Wọ́n lè fi tíì ṣe é léṣe níbẹ̀ yẹn. Tó bá mú kan tán báyìí wá tó máa bí ẹ pé do you want another tea? Tó máa fi gbogbo owó tó wà lápò ẹ. Istanbul, Turkey, àwọn tó ń gbé níbẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n máa do you want tea? Kí ló tẹ̀ máa ń pè ná mètí àbí kí ló máa ń pè kíní yẹn bí a mètí wọ́n mu tíì ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ. But who is Kemal Atatürk was a Turkish field marshal, a revolutionary statesman, author, and the founding father of the Republic of Turkey, serving his first president from 1923 until his death in 1938. And Nigeria was given amalgamation in 1914. Bí àgbà yẹn kan lẹ́yìn káwọn bàbá yẹn ti jà ìjà tẹ́mi ń jà nísìn tẹ́yìn ń jà nísìn tí gbogbo yín tá ń jà papọ̀ nísìn bóyá tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn bàbá yẹn ti jà nígbà yẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé Awólọ́wọ̀ ti pààyàn because Awólọ́wọ̀ nígbà yẹn ó ń ṣàánú Málà ó ń ṣàánú Fúlàní tó bá jẹ́ pé Zik ti pààyàn níjọ́ yẹn tó tí gbogbo wọn ti para wọn àwa ti dá dúró nísìn àwọn àgbàdùn báyìí bí Turkey ni gbogbo èèyàn ló fẹ́ lọ Turkey gbogbo Nigerians ló fẹ́ lọ gbé ní Turkey gbogbo Nigerians ó prefer kó wà ní Turkey than kó wà ní Nigeria because Turkey is much better àwọn náà ní tiwọn lọ́wọ́ o gọra yín o, àwọn Africa tó wà mẹ́, wọ́n ń jẹ bàbá ìyá ni mo sọ, ní tí mo rí ni o. Anyone telling you that Turkey is okay is fine, but those there, they are suffering. It's a good country. The reason why we are suffering now, look at this man. He fought he was the first president in 1923, and we are talking about 1914 amalgamation. Maybe àwọn tó wà nígbà yẹn bí ẹwọ ọjà tó, or maybe they sold us out. The same way, táwọn sọ fún àwọn ọba wa nísìnyí pé ẹ dá sí tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, wọ́n dá sí. Because then àwọn ọba yẹn wọ́n ti tà wá. Wọ́n tà wá nígbà yẹn, wọ́n tún tà wá nísìnyí. Look at 1914. Sorry, I have to keep praising my boy because that is the only way you get the message. 1914 is what we are dealing with. 1914. But this man, as at 1923, he was already fighting for the generation that is now enjoying Turkey. And you go to Turkey, you are saying you don't want to fight. Some of you live here in UK. Oh, we cannot be violent. This man fought to make sure that Turkey that you all go to now is the same Turkey that you are enjoying. A lot of you don't understand what it means for freedom. Freedom. Mo tán pè ní freedom. Go to Turkey. Wọ́n jà ní kó tó di pé wọ́n dé ibi tó dé. Turkey, go to, let me, I always write to remind you what they do. Turkey. I use their tourism all the time for the IMAC. They are expecting, if not the COVID-19, the tourism they're expecting this year alone should have been 58 million foreign visitors. It will give them $40 billion just in tourism. Do you know it's all because this country is, let's come back here,
sovereignty.
Why? Moriembe, Oshatola. If I don't mention anybody's name, I have to mention my warrior, Oshatola. Welcome on board. I'm sure some of you will be jealous now. All right, let's continue with the program. Look at the way I'm sweating here. We go back to the pastor program. I just want you to understand that until we stand on our own, Sherry, when you talk about Nigeria, because you don't understand that Nigeria is dead long time ago. Ìjà tó yẹ kó ti jà ní 1914, òun làwa ṣe ń jà nísìn. Àwọn eléyìí nísìn, àwọn ti rí vision. Òun yà jà. Àwọn ọmọ, look, ṣé mọ̀ pé ní Turkey, do you know that in Istanbul, well, I keep saying Istanbul, they have some different cities anyway. In Turkey, do you know that the Turkish man here get loan from their government to do business here in UK? Because they have
sovereignty.
Let's go back to this man again. This man that you are looking at here, this is his image. Let me give you all his image. Look at him. He saw the first sight. Now is well respected around the world. Why? Because he fought for what Turkey is today. Let us fight so that in the next 3-4 decades, our generation will be pleased with us. And we are going to enjoy it anyway, Katolo. Let's just quickly look at his personal life. He was born 1881, 10th of November, just a day ago. I told you today's day has a real meaning. 11/11, this month of November, let us think that Nigeria must break as quickly as possible. Let's talk about this man. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. He was born on the 10th of November, 1881. He died in 1938, in between the time that the British were doing all their nonsense as the colonial master around the world. These individuals fought. Founder of the Republic of Turkey. Turkey ti gbogbo yín lọ nísìn. Àwọn tó jẹ́ founding father ni mo fi wọ̀nyí nísìn. Òun ni mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ èdè lórí nísìn. Ìwọ náà Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ ò lè dé Turkey. Ìwọ tó ti débẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á lè jẹ́ kó débẹ̀. Oh my Lord, I love their airport. Beautiful. Not that shit old Nigerian airport. You can die inside Nigerian airport as you arrive from UK. Oh, mo bẹ́ẹ̀. Oru tó bá mú ẹ, ó máa mú ẹ láti inú ilé ni, ó máa kú dànù ni. Wọ́n máa bí pé ṣọ́ọ̀ṣà sí ni wọ́n nínú wọ̀ṣà sí. Hit Nigeria ló pa. And he served as the president from 1923 until his death in 1938. His personal life has been the subject of numerous studies. Àwa náà nísìn, they will make us the study of so many history after we've gone. According to Turkish historian Kemal Atatürk, recent biography include 7,000 different sources. Atatürk's personal life has its own controversy. Kò sí nǹkan tó wà láyé tó ní controversy. Some of you don't like the way we talk. Ẹlòmíràn ni òòṣà tó ń pè yẹn ó ti pọ̀ jù. No, ọ̀rọ̀ òòṣà kan ló ń sọ. Àní bá ṣe fi ìgbára wa sílẹ̀ là ń sọ. What has happened to my What happened to my broadcast? I hope we're still on. Your recording has stopped. I only could record it. I hope I'm still live. Okay, we should be live anyway. All right, let's go back. I'm going to go back quickly to that, but let me just quickly analyze this man quickly again. As I'm saying, it was After Talk Personal Live has its own controversy. Kò sí nǹkan tó wà láyé tó ní controversy. Àtayédáyé nìyẹn. Àdèmáfílẹ̀ lọ ni. Màmá mi á ní ilé ayé ò tán. Anybody saying pé ilé ayé máa parí, fìyẹn sílẹ̀. Èèyàn náà ló máa wá ló máa lọ. If anybody tell you the world is going to end, let them stop deceiving you. It is the people that are in that will come and go. How old is your grandmother that died? Maybe 92. Ẹ bèrè pé ìgbà wo ni màmá grandmother yín yẹn. But let us remember that we can create history now. Let's go back quickly so that we can go back to the video we were playing earlier. I know I diverted a little bit, but it's worth it. According to him, his personal life was controversy, ranging from where he was born to his correct full name. The details of his marriage have always been a subject of debate. His religious beliefs were discussed in Turkish political life as recently as Republic protests during the 2007 presidential election. The same way, Muslim, Christian, Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, Anika kúrò nínú oko ẹrú. Mustafa Kamil personality has been an important subject both for the scholars and the general public. Much of the substantial personal information about him comes from memo by his associate. That is why my broadcast now and the rest of the media, we are documenting it for the history. Another 200 years, PETITION, who were at times his rival and friends, as long as their mission remained the same. That's why I said to you yesterday, don't think that the media are not, yeah, we can have disagreement, but it becomes not lashing law. Some credible information originates also secondary analysis by Patrick Balfour, the third Baron Kinrose, and the most recently, Vamik D. Bokan. You can read more about this guy. Let's come back to where we were before. A very good afternoon. Let's go back here.
For the Lord was with him. I pray you youth. The way of the Lord will remain in your life. Put Christ in front of you. Set God in your heart. Allow the Lord, the God of hosts. He will save this nation. Go write it down. The Lord said he would deliver Nigeria. If it is a woman that rose, the Lord will support it. If it's an 8-year-old child that arise, the Lord will support it. If the youth arise and meet the Lord, if the youth arise in the Eastern part, if it's in the it's time for the God nation to descend. Yeah, the Lord told me yesterday night that I should watch. All the most people.
Yeah, I can see that.
So now we have to stand our feet. I won't buy any cabinet. Okay. 1 hour. In the back of the move, I made the call. We are to quite a shed the group. They will sit back. One shit about say, I want no rule. So, that is a little to so, I was only one big come and say, come on, Bauri, you are country. So, we have to deal with it. But see, I was about to go over our people.
We go back into the broadcast. Thank you very much to our last caller. Let's go back to the video. I will analyze again, but I'll let this roll for some time, even though we are running behind time.
People who embezzled the fund of Nigeria will begin to die. They will not know what will kill them.
The
Lord said He's going to avenge of them the youths that have been killed. You preachers that are valiant, arise. You singers who are valiant, arise. You valiant prophet, arise. Let's raise our rod. Let's raise the rod of our calling. You pastors, arise. Let's do it with hunger. Let us allow suffering. Let us allow to be afflicted. For the sake of our nation, God will deliver this nation. Do not think of we are poor. Do not say we have no money. It is not by money you rescue a nation. No, man of valor does not go by money. I greet the youth that are rising.
Let me pause that quickly. When we say that we will break Nigeria, some people think, how is that going to happen in 2020? You heard what the preacher said. It is not the money. It is this. I told you, election will not hold. A lot of you want me to tell you what we're going to do for election not to hold. No. I'm not going to tell you that. I keep that in my stomach. But I know that the way I am upset, angry, venom, there are millions of people that are even silent, ready to attack at any time for the freedom of the Yoruba people. The reason why you can see me every day like this, what about those that you've never seen? But in their house, right in Nigeria, they are planning every day and they don't have to tell anybody. What about those outside the country? So when people say, is that we need the money, but we need the brain. Let's hear more from the preacher.
And women who also have arose as women of valor. This nation is not for you alone. Or not only you enjoy the benefits, but you have determined to fight for the country. As you have decided to fight, your name will forever be remembered in history. Even that of the earth and in heaven.
Did you hear that? Even those of you that are commenting, watching every day, we are all fighting. And no one will forget your name. For every time people review these in 200 years, do you think all this video will be gone in 200? No. There will be somewhere. Even if the world ends, somebody will still have 1 or 3 of them. And they will remember us. Our name, every one of us, will be kept in the archive of a Yoruba nation. That we all stood and fought it to the end. But don't wait and think that another election, then you start thinking differently. Let us remain focused. We are there. We are getting closer. The push is what we continue to do. Some of you might not know that Nigeria can just fall apart. Maybe with violence or maybe not. But the pressure we are putting now out every day, they know that the Yorubas are not joking. Let's go back again into this video.
You man of valor who have zeal to allow peace in the nation. Do not keep calm. Arise. You that can give out your soul as men of valor. Like this man who gave out their soul, who never care and mind death. Yeah, they went at the detriment of their life. They prefer they die as a man of valor who is thirsty for peace and zeal to restore the nation. We that are left, let's arise. Let us not be afraid of anything. We have prayed, but we have not found the man of valor.
Let me pause that. So when people say, I need a prayer, no, your prayer has been answered because so many people, including myself, are not coming up. Some of you are watching our video for the first time. We have all been praying. Oh, Talo, pray for Nigeria. Pray for Nigeria. Inshallah. Kifao, we are wasting our time because Eledumare knows that nation is not meant to be joined together. Òyìnbó tó join wa together, àwọn gbádùn. Ríran. Òyìnbó tó join ní Nigeria together, àwọn gbádùn. Àwa tó join together, àwa ní backwards. But Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè, ó mọ̀ pé òyìnbó tó join wa together, they've done the wrong thing. But sometimes it takes some time. Ó máa ń pẹ́ kí nǹkan tó activate. Ẹ wo gbà tí Nigeria ta ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria dá. This time last year, I know where I was. This time last year, I was in Istanbul. This time last year, November 11, I was already in Istanbul enjoying my life. I say, this time this year, I'll be talking about break up that shit called Nigeria. Not that we don't know that Nigeria is not good, but the time of the prayer of Ifa, of Ebo, of Muslim, everyone that you have been doing, the time has now come true for us now to reactivate and then complete the job once and for all. Let's go back again. We're almost there. We hope we can finish this. If otherwise, you will have to go back and watch it on YouTube. I'll allow calls to come through. When the call comes in, I'll take it. But at exactly 3 o'clock, I'll bring the broadcast to an end. Definitely.
Do not show a nonchalant attitude. Do not say, we are not concerned. Do not say that these ones that have died have wasted their life. But instead, they have laid down their life as men of valor. These youth that have died did not waste their life. All these young guys that died did not waste their life. When Jesus the Lord died on the cross, people thought he wasted his life. But at resurrection, it brought comfort to the world. Not that these ones have wasted their life, but they have laid down their life as men of valor. If this nation is restored and from all the hardship, and the nation is restored back in glory, they have a great reward with God in heaven. Amen. Amen. And their name will forever be remembered. Yes. In the history. In January, the Lord told me that 3 things will happen in 2020. In year 2020. And nothing will change it. And this is the third facet of that prophecy. The first happened, the second happened. And this is the third.
And this is where I will end that video. Someone was asking, Koiki, everything this man is saying has been said a lot of time, but a lot of us forget. We are forgetful people. Our job is to remind you, because how many people remember Tolu Lope now? How many of you? How many people pray in the morning for Tolu Lope? It's not your family, so why do you have to pray for him? So when we bring these kind of messages, it's just to remind us. So many people have said it. It's true. But I have heard about it for the first time. And it is also important to remind and refresh. Why do you think all these mobile phones, they do update all the time? Your phone, I'm not talking about Nigerian analog that is still using 1960 analog phone. Every time, Apple will tell me you need to update. Even if you refuse to update, it will force itself to update because it's trying to protect you. So the reason why we remind you of all these videos is to let you know that there is truth, even if you don't believe us. that Nigeria will break. Some of you know, but some of you think it's not going to happen. How many people have been putting money in the GoFundMe? Some say, what is the purpose of the GoFundMe? What is it for? The name says it's a Yoruba rescue fund. I don't have access to that money. Neither any other media have access to the money. The money is meant to be there for the purpose to be useful for us to rescue ourselves. How many people? It's good when people call and talk. But how many of you now, since that GoFundMe has been set up, some say they are struggling, we understand, to put the money in there for one reason or the other. They want a bank account. Bank account is not available yet, but I'm sure they're working on it. When it's available, we'll let you know. We all know at the back of our mind that the country can never work. You don't have to agree with the preacher, but at least you kept hearing the word akoni. Akoni ni wo. I'm asking you. Oh, you think our town sorry ni konla lati akoni? Say akoni ni wo no. It's easy to call and think kilo she. Who are you mobilizing? Who are you preparing? Yes, we don't want to fight war. But I will continue to tell you that we must prepare for war. You must prepare for guni. How many of you in your medlu don't tiraka? It doesn't have to be big. Elomi lakaye lasan lo ma gbe sile fawon eyan. And that, the job of the media is to remind everyone, including myself. You put money in there as well. How many of you have signed the petition and the poll? No, it's still there. The poll and the petition won't go anywhere. And it is up to us. And if we don't do it, who are we expecting to come and do it? Sign the petition. It's become a problem. Sign the poll. It's become a problem. The time is exactly 14:46, 11/11/2020. Those of you that always ask my number is the same number that is scrolling at the bottom and the one at the top. Let's look at the petition. Let's just at it. We only get 18,000. What about those of us outside? By now, we should be talking about 100,000. So better because this would have been part of the reason why we put more pressure. But look at where it is, 18,000. 6 months. 6 months we've been going on. Remember to sign the petition on the poll. And that's the poll. 30,000. Nigeria can't work with our relationship with Hausa Fulani because they believe in retrogeneration. Very good afternoon. How many people, as we are working hard every day, it is also to remind you, we've seen Catholic, Muslim, everyone saying that Nigeria will break, but the only thing we don't know is how it will all start. Is it going to break peacefully? Or some of you are already thinking, let me bring this image up.
Take over, Jesus, take over.
Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, we send the link to you. Or sorry, PETITION website. PETITION.com. So teba lo sórí Koiki Media báyìí nísìnyí ẹ̀rí níbẹ̀. Let me bring that up again. Or if not, I will send it to you. But if you go on Koiki Media, anyone that wants the link to the petition and the poll, just go on our website, and it's there already. So you go to koikimedia.com. It brings you here. Very straightforward page. You have the donation. This donation is different from these. Please do not mix it up. So when I say donation for Koiki Media, please do not mix it up with the GoFundMe. It's two different things. The GoFundMe is the Yoruba. The last person that put money there was 12 hours ago, £10. So this is a complete different one. The donation for this is just to support the media. Just like we say, we are going to start producing more of the DVDs. Definitely, we're going to need money to do that. Because if people are saying, well, Bonile, now the DVDs are home with the video, we need to start producing them, in their thousands and then start distributing it. We can't tell people to pay for that. DVD. No, we're not going to do that. But when you come there, this is what it will show you again. I didn't set this up, but it's meant to be showing you the live broadcast today from our YouTube. You come a bit further down. You see Professor Banji Akintoye, leader of the Yoruba. You will also see the link to the UNPO. Be able to change anything from Yoruba World Congress. I'm not even sure what the situation is. And you see the anthem. And right there, this is the poll. You can fill it from here and submit it. Or you can go into, also we got the MixLR, our SoundCloud, and we got also the petition. Cherry petition here, how to sign it. Let us hear that. I'm going to mute my mic.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ sign petition tí à ń sọ nípa yìí. Bá ṣe máa sign petition yẹn gangan lélẹ̀. Link yẹn tẹ́ bá ti click ẹ̀, á gbé nǹkan tó ń show yìí jáde fún wa. Ẹ wá lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ kọ orúkọ yín sí. Orúkọ àkọ́kọ́ àti orúkọ bàbá ló wà ní ibi kejì yẹn. Orúkọ àkọ́kọ́ tí mo kọ síbẹ̀ yẹn, mo kọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Odùduwà. Mo wá ní orúkọ bàbá mi jẹ́ Odùduwà. Nígbà tí mo kọ yẹn tán, mo wá kọ email address mi, ibi tí wọ́n fi ìwé ránṣẹ́ sí fún mi. Mo wá kọ sí email address mi yẹn. Á jẹ́ email address tí yín gangan lè máa kọ sí ibẹ̀ yẹn. Tẹ́ bá ti wá kọ email address yín tán, àwa lọ sí ibi tá a wà, à mú ìlú ibi tá a bá ń gbé. Kò bá jẹ́ Nàìjíríà lẹ́ ń gbé, ìlúkìlú tẹ́ bá ń gbé, ẹ ó mú orúkọ bẹ̀. Tí ẹ bá mú pé United Kingdom lẹ́ ń gbé, á béèrè postcode. Tẹ́ bá mú pé America lẹ́ ń gbé, á béèrè zip code. Tẹ́ bá mú pé Nàìjíríà lẹ́ ń gbé, á níbo lẹ́ ń gbé mẹ́. Bọ̀ nígbà tí mo mú pé Nàìjíríà mo ń gbé, ó ní ìlú bo ni mo ń gbé Nàìjíríà, mo wá ní Èkó ni mo ń gbé Lagos. Mo wá ní ó yá ẹ fẹ́ kó sọ orúkọ yín ní o, àbẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ kó sọ orúkọ yín fún gbogbo ayé àti nǹkan tẹ́ bá kọ sí. Ẹ wá ní pé sign this petition. Á wá fi orúkọ oríṣiríṣi àwọn tó ti sign petition yẹn, àwọn tó ti fi owó sí orí ẹ̀ tán fún wọn lówó. Eléyìí kì í ṣe dandan, kò pọn dandan pé kẹ́ ẹ fún wọn lówó tí ẹ bá sign petition yìí, nítorí pé kì í ṣe dandan. Tó bá wù yín ni, ṣùgbọ́n kí lẹ fẹ́ fún wọn lówó fún? Á wá bèèrè pé tẹ́ bá fún wọn lówó, àwọn aṣọ mọ̀. Ẹ lè lè pé ẹ fẹ́ fún wọn lówó, ẹ fẹ́ share petition yẹn instead ni. Tó bá wù yẹn lè share, tó bá wù yẹn lè má share. Ṣùgbọ́n tí Yorùbá ṣe ọmọ àlè Yorùbá, ọmọ ilẹ̀ Odùduwà, kí ló tí ò ní share? Àwa ní a fẹ́ share. Á wá bèèrè pé ibo la fẹ́ share sí. Àwa ní ṣé Facebook la fẹ́ share sí ni o. Àbá fẹ́ copy ẹ̀, àbá fẹ́ share pẹ̀lú Twitter, àbá fẹ́ share pẹ̀lú email. Ní tó dájú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni copy ni. Á wá sọ àwọn tó share lórí WhatsApp, àwọn tó ṣe akọ gbogbo ẹ̀ fún ibẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ̀ náà wá copy ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ti copy ẹ̀, ẹ wá mú lọ sórí WhatsApp yín. Èèyàn mi kan lélẹ̀, èèyàn mi lẹ́nu yìí tó sign yìí, bíbá mo ti pé èèyàn mi. Èèyàn mi náà àti Dọ́pẹ́ Akérèlé, Daniel Ọ̀sáwẹ̀, Ọlámídé Akọ́mọláfẹ́ ìkan ló sign yẹn. Gbogbo àwọn tó sign ẹ̀rú kan wọ́n bẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan nígbà míì bóyá bíi the last 2-3 hours. Tàbá ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó tán nìyẹn o. Ṣùgbọ́n kẹ́ tó máa lọ, á wá ní pé kẹ́ ẹ lọ sí ibi email address yín kẹ́ ẹ lè confirm pé email tẹ́ fi sí yẹn òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni ẹ wá lọ confirm email address yín tẹ́ bá ti confirm email address yẹn ó ti tán nìyẹn ẹ ti sign petition nìyẹn ẹ ṣé o àdúpẹ́.
And that is how you sign the petition. So this video is on our website. You can tell somebody, you can refer them there, and you can go into other videos as well. But this particular one is there 24/7. Link here is right below the video. If I click the link here from our website, it opens the browser. Right from the website, so this is the link to the petition. So whoever is watching this video, you are not sure, you can't get through to me. I understand some of you try to send messages. It takes time to reply. Bear with me. I keep saying in the volume of the messages, but I always make sure we return every message. But to need petition, you come down here. The poll, like I said, here we've been able to bring that here straight away. So, do you want a new nation? Yes or no? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Do you want the Yoruba nation to stand as an independent state? What is the purpose of these? I've explained that again and again. The difference between it is this one, a petition here, is to petition the Nigeria using the UK Parliament here in UK. If we do not get 100,000, we are not going anywhere in terms of the reading at the second House of Lords. We can't go any further. But with the poll, as many as we can get, we understand. Anita Wanile, you've been doing the manual one. Eventually, it will get here to London. They should be bringing some back. I'm aware that some is already in London, but we've not received them as well. All these, we will need it. Let's quickly give you the statistics. It's been a while we've done the statistics. So let's go straight into the statistics before we bring the show to an end. Today, the time is 14:56. My name is Ola Yomikoiki. Okay, I think I've opened too many browsers. So let us close some quickly so that can open up. The machine is working tirelessly every day. So I'm just waiting. So this is statistics. It has literally gone down. Sherry, overlocated around October 5th to October 11th. All of a sudden, it started dropping down. Because no, these are still work for us to do. Every day you must canvass for people to go there. And with the petition, right, anyone can sign it. But the poll is more specific for the Yorubas. So this petition that we're talking about, it went down right from October 5th to October 11th. It's gone flat down because nobody is signing it as much as it's meant to be. So the peak time, Tanilorie, was around September 7th to September 13th. And all of a sudden, it dropped down. It went back up again around September 28th to October 4th. And I'm sure it was because of the rally that we had on the October 4th. So a lot of people were excited and all that. Maybe now there's no rally, there's no protest, nothing is happening. Everybody think, okay, nothing. No, something is still happening. Something is still happening. And quickly before, as I have to bring the broadcast to an end soon. So again, Nigeria, I want to want in Nigeria, 15,000 of them have signed this petition, this poll, out of the 30,000. Whereas those in UK, only 4,000. So I want to want Nigeria to sign Juin law. I'm talking about the poll. In America, 4,422 people have participated as against 15,000 people in Nigeria. Let's go to United Arab Emirates, 1,321 as against 15,000. So Taiwan sọ pé àwọn Nigeria ti ready. What's ready? Aranta wọn náà, ìyà ló ń jẹ lójoojúmọ́. And then in Canada, 721 as against 15,000 in Nigeria. Then Germany, 532 as against 15,000 in Nigeria. And the rest of the world, that varies in different numbers. So let's see how far we can go with these. Yes, I'm coming. Yeah, just put him on the blade there. I'm coming. Now, let's quickly run through these because we haven't got much time. South Africa, 385. Ireland, 343. Libya, 330. And the support in Libya, 1 million, million. Italy, 263. France, 259. Oman, 190. Spain, 174. Egypt, 169. Ghana, 131. Côte d'Ivoire 125, Netherlands 111, Malaysia 97, Saudi Arabia 94, Benin 92, Australia 92, Belgium 75, Sweden 65, Brazil 60, Turkey 59, Japan 56, Qatar 56, Austria 47, India 47, Gambia 42, Russia 38, Morocco 33, Kuwait 29, Israel 27, Finland 27, Togo 26, Switzerland 26, Lebanon 26, Kenya 25, Senegal 25, Malta 25, Philippines 24, Hong Kong 23, Cyprus 23, Greece 22, Ukraine 20, Norway 18. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, wait. I'm going to go to knackered. I'm gonna have to take off my camera so that just for my own. Okay, that's good. Now he's about to sleep. That's why he's giving this trouble. Yeah. So let's continue with the broadcast. All right, let's go back to that and quickly finish it up. Once again, a very good afternoon to everyone that have joined. We're almost there, and I appreciate everyone that have joined us. Okay, let's come back. Let's go back. Why is it shaking? So I think we've been able to manage to give all the countries anyway. Afghanistan won, Tanzania won. I'm not sure what is happening. So that is about it. If you're not sure, please sign the petition. It is still important. It is still part of it. And like one of our brother that is watching on YouTube says, after spiritual, we will go take the bull by its horn. Definitely. Yorubas are not coward. We are not coward, and we will definitely fight to win. And on that note, let's say a very good afternoon. 3 hours is not what I want to do, but sometimes it goes that length. We hope to keep it to 2 hours, especially for those in Nigeria. You are spending a lot of data. If anyone said that there will be election in 2023, they are probably wasting their time. Let me just write it here again. Let me first bring my camera so that you can see my face. So if anyone tells you there will be election, tell them they are wasting their time. This is what I say to them. No election. We're not having any election. Anybody much election, no election. No election come 2020. No, go back there. 2023. Last year, Dumari. By then, what we should be saying, always remember to use this hashtag as well. And it's a lot of job I'm doing, is it? Yeah. And Nigeria. Anytime you're typing on Facebook, wherever you are, please remember to use the hashtag End Nigeria Now. Very, very important. So this End Nigeria Now. Shit all country. End Nigeria Now. Once again. And that's it. So, no election in 2023. If anybody's telling you election will hold, tell them they are wasting their time. If they like, let them invest in security apparatus. Let the Western government give them aid. We will not take election in 2023. What we're going to do? Yes, inshallah, amen. Last Shedumari. In Tamashe, Inu Aloha. But Nigeria can go down before then. Continue to prepare. I will continue to advise those in the north, even though we are told to leave them alone. No, make your way back to southwest, where you will be secured and safe. Anything can happen anytime. And before I go as well, another intelligence that came to me as well, Buratai. we're keeping a close eyes on you. Buratai, the dead or the alive chief of staff. This is what I received. The person says, hide my identity. I'm not going to reveal whoever that person is. Let our strategy. Oh, no. I know that one. I want to be sure what I wanted to say. Okay. So, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Yo. Buratai, from information I've got here, I won't tell you the remaining bit I've got here, but Buratai is also planning to stage military coup. I received this intel again yesterday. I have been saying it. Look, and when we say intel, it's intelligence. It's not one person that is telling us. The same people that work with them also come back and give information. I have been saying that there might be coup in Nigeria. This one came again yesterday evening, and the person says, and we definitely won't give you who the person is. But the person says, Buratai is also planning to stage military coup, thereby actualize their agenda. He has gathered chemical weapons too. Eledumare ati waleyin odu agbewa. Teba nere la nse, teba nere la npa, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kógun ká wa mọ́lé o. Àmọ̀ràn là ń sọ fọ́mọlúàbí. Wọ́n ní tó bá dénú ẹ̀ kò dòdìndé. Oòduà agbewa o. Oòduà jà fún wa, káwa náà kì í ṣe kíni ká bára wa jà. I hope in the next couple of days we will have a direct number where gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ babaláwo oníṣègùn gidi tó lè pè sí tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe oríṣiríṣi sílẹ̀ káàkiri. Àlówó ta fẹ́ fún any garden person. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe fine, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe fair enough. Oòduà fúnra rẹ̀ agbèjẹ. We are not giving money to anybody for all that. Ẹni tó bá fi pé ìjà gbogbo àlà ń jà kóun náà ṣe ṣí ni ẹni tí ó ní nínú ilé kó gbé jáde. So we'll get that number. I'll be getting that number out very soon where they can call so that in case they need coordinating and all that, we can also hear from them as well. We need even all the afa. Gbogbo tó wà nínú Quran, ẹ bá wa lọ dé mọ́ bí tẹ bá lè dé mọ́. Kò ń ṣe pé kẹ́ dé Nàìjíríà, kẹ́ dé wa mọ́nu Nàìjíríà o. Sínú Nàìjíríà mọ́ o. Torí pé nínú yín ẹ ṣì ń dé wa mọ́nu Nàìjíríà. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa mú gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀yin àfà, ẹ lọ máa gbàdúrà pé ibi tá a fẹ́ gbórí sí nísìnyí tá à ń lọ báyìí kí ọ̀nà tá à ń wò kí nǹkan kan máa block ẹ̀. Because whether they like it or not, I say it loud and clear. I can assure everyone, we will get, and I say we, not just me, we will get a Yoruba nation. They know that. They can feel the heat. But kò tí ì débi tó yẹ kó dé ni, mo sì ń bá yín fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ni. Have a very good afternoon. And on that note, I'm going to switch. Remember that. No election 2023. Hashtag End Nigeria Now. Always remember to use that. Have a very good afternoon wherever you are. Remember to continue to put your contribution into the GoFundMe and also support the media as well so that we can achieve and get the DVD out as quickly as possible. It is already in Nigeria. The next thing is to distribute it in different places. Have a very good afternoon. Bye for now. Thank you very much to everyone. I will not be able to mention all the names, but I will say thank you to my mom as well. She's watching, and everyone from US to all over the world. We really, really appreciate you. Odua Agbiwa. Enjoy the music at the background, and that will be it for today. Bye for now.
Give us all the dual nation. Free us, let's go. Iléyá, Iléyá mi ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá mi mò ń lọ. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Oríṣà ò lè gbé ní, ó yẹ kó fi ní sílẹ̀ bó ṣe bá mi. Iléyá, ó ti yá. Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. United Nations, ẹ fún wọn lómìnira, Odùduwà nation là ń fẹ́. Iléyá, ó ti yá. Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Ẹkùn pọ́nmọ́ Adéṣeyà káwọ́ lẹ́rọ̀, ó bá gbọ́mọ ọba o, ariwo wọ́n ta. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin gómìnà South West pátá, ẹ má wọ́n wá níran, ẹ bá wa dá sí i. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá, ẹ má mọ̀ dá wọn dán o, ẹ bá wọn dá sí i. Iléyá, ó ti yá. Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹ má wọ́n wá níran o, ẹ bá wọn dá sí i. Iléyá, ó ti yá. Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Ṣé Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho, Professor Verge o, ẹ bá wa dá sí i. Iléyá, ó ti yá. Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin social cultural group pátá, ẹ má jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ yín o, ẹ jẹ́ àjọṣe o. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá nílé ní diaspora, ẹ má jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wa o, ẹ jẹ́ àjọṣe o. Iléyá, ó ti yá. Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Mùsùlùmí Kìrìsìtẹ́nì ẹlẹ́sìn àbáláyé, ẹ má jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wa o, ẹ jẹ́ àjọṣe o. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Iléyá o, Iléyá o, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ. Ilé ti yá, Ilé ti yá, Iléyá wa ń lọ nítorí o. Iléyá, Iléyá ò dúró mọ́, Iléyá wa ń lọ.
It's Ramori Oduduwa on the mic.